sound. Sean, what are you doing? The sound. Go on the desktop. Kevin! Kevin, help! No, you're good. That's it. Just have to turn both on. Oh, no, but that's not the DM one. It's just the D. Oh my god! No, it's fine. Just leave it.
Just leave it.
Wait, do we want that one on? Oh god, shh, guys, he's here. Shit.
I'm gonna ask this question once, and I expect an answer.
7.
Where's Kevin? That's not.
She said penis.
Let's not be vulgar.
Anus.
Okay.
No, God.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Critical Miss. We're back. Hi. We're back once again. We are down.
What?
What's up?
What happened
I don't know.
to her?
We put her in the
What do you mean?
We
put her in the iPad? We imprisoned her into the iPad.
Yeah.
She made a deal.
It's the iGem.
So hello everybody, welcome back to the Critical Miss. This is our Dungeons and Dragons show where we get together every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on Twitch and try and tell a cool story and also make you guys laugh. Kevin is not here tonight. Also, Nikolai will not be here tonight. Tom is en route, and Jen is in Mexico?
Close enough.
Fair enough.
Canada?
Everything's a mess.
Yeah, that's northern Mexico.
Yeah.
But she is joining us tonight, maybe for a little bit, maybe for the whole show. I don't know. It depends on how well the internet keeps up and how much you guys have to do because you are on vacation. But either way, thank you for joining us, and thank you guys for joining us at home. Just real quick, do we have any announcements we want to read? Do we have any...
I have one.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh,
Jen's on a tablet. You guys can barely see who she is. But that's
oh,
Jen.
really? You can't see?
No.
Yeah, it's
that's
going to be
upsetting.
very hard to see and probably very hard to hear, so...
We'll do
we
our
may
best.
have to reiterate some stuff for you guys tonight, but it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll flow just fine.
I do have one thing. Now, this isn't really an announcement for us, but it is an announcement that should be told. Now, Charlie Bojangles just dropped a new 3-track album. And, Christian, I know you heard it already. He sent you a special copy. I just want you
You
to
were at
tell
a
us.
listening party.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The listening party for his new single, which is Upside Down Potato.
Well, that goes really well with his second track, which is Potato Rampage.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's the only one I've heard so far. What's the third one, though?
Oh, that's The Shoe.
Just the shoe?
Yeah.
What's it about?
No, it's That's the Shoe.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's that song about? Is it like...
You ever heard the old idiom, like, the shoe is on the other foot?
Yeah.
That's the shoe.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I am so pumped to hear this new album.
It's
What's
bad.
the album called again?
Hmm?
The one that it's like...
Oh, That's the Shoe.
That's the album title?
Yeah, every
the name
song
of the
in it is...
single.
Yeah. Every song in it is called That's the Shoe.
But wait, what happened to the Upside Down Potato?
That was a bonus track.
That's it? The bonus tracks on a 3-track album? That's it, Charlie.
It's supposed to be a single album, but you get 2 tracks.
Hey,
Don't
it's
worry.
this guy. Don't worry, I stalled for you.
Thank you.
A homeless Islanders fan just rampaged in here.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. We literally just started.
Yeah, we had to get started.
Blame my friend because he left his keys in my car, and I went to get them back.
They're all
And
saying that the
he,
sound is low quality.
What happened?
Oh, shit.
On everybody?
I got you.
You said I had to turn on 2 of them, right?
Hmm?
You said I had to turn on 2 of them, right?
2 what?
2 sound thingies.
No, it's probably coming through the webcams.
I'll come through your webcam.
Webcams are all on.
Oh, wait. There you go. That should be good now.
Probably have better sound quality now, stream?
Sean,
What?
if you wouldn't mind, could we actually switch seats for the night? I'm sorry, I just think...
I got so comfortable.
No, we'll see.
Now I gotta sit next to Tom.
You're right. I don't.
Wow, that's
I don't.
fucked up.
I don't wish that on anyone. You're right.
The guy who brought the least friendly audio snacks available.
I'm sorry.
Why didn't you bring celery sticks and fireworks?
I have actually fireworks still in my house. I
I'm
could've
sure
brought
you
those.
do. I'm sure you do. Trust me, the whole neighborhood heard that you have fireworks.
Good. That's how you know it was a good 4th of July.
Is it better now?
I'm sorry. That's the best thing I could do for my stomach. So.
No, I'm messing with you. How you feeling, by the way?
Much better than I went to the doctor yesterday.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You didn't go to the doctor until yesterday?
No, because I thought it was just food poisoning.
Turns
what
out
was it?
Gastrointestinitis.
it was a gremlin.
Oh, you got a poo problems. Well,
No,
hopefully-
I got a swollen stomach lining.
Oh.
You know who else has problems? The Celine 7.
All of you guys.
Oh yeah, we're gonna die.
So,
Tom, when she's talking, no one else can speak because we can barely hear her. Just to let you know.
So, bringing it in. Let's go over what happened last week. The week prior, you guys had taken on the contract to go to one Eleanor Craggett's house and find a lost diadem housing a
Bless you.
gem worth a good sum of money. Upon arrival at the house, you guys questioned some of the staff there, and long story short, zone of truth everyone into giving up who actually stole the gem.
Beat the game.
But you found out that it wasn't as simple as that. You found out that the several members of the house, including both of Eleanor Craggett's children, Jackson and Delilah, and one of her guards, Rolf, had all signed contracts with this devil
Scumbag.
for various
Scumbaggery.
monetary bonuses and other things. After some deliberation, after some searching around, you guys managed to find a scroll written with what appeared to be the devil's full name on it, a Memnoch. After which you guys had a little bit more deliberation and decided that perhaps the best course of action would be to take this over to a temple of some sort and see if maybe some of the priests there would help you see what you can do about this literal devil trapped inside a gem who now owns 3 souls.
Not yet.
Not yet. So that's where we left off, I believe.
He doesn't own it. He's like at the cash register though.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
like about to swipe the card.
Well,
Right.
they signed the credit card receipt, so I guess it is their well then.
You could still hit cancel on the transaction.
You can?
I think.
Well, did Chase call? Did they say like?
You have 30 days to get a refund.
That's a good one. That's a good one, actually. All right.
So yeah, that's where we're gonna hop in now. You guys are still at the Craggett Estate, the Seaside Manor. Rolf is with you, nursing a freshly bloodied and broken nose. And
So you heard me yelling over in the
Delilah and-
chat speak to do that.
Delilah and Jackson are there. Jackson is still hanging by Raucus's side, the gentle giant, seemingly the boy is taking a liking to. Delilah is nervous, scared, has been pacing back and forth for the better part of 5 minutes. Rolf, cool as a cucumber, just waiting for your decision on what to do.
I thought we did decide. Did we not?
You did, it's just you hadn't left yet.
Wait, to leave.
Aren't. Well,
Yes.
last I heard, you guys were
We're going
heading
to a temple.
a temple.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're
Um,
gonna be here.
Is that what you wish to do now?
Yes.
See.
All right.
Now, what's the name of the temple goddess? I forget.
Soka.
Soka.
Soka the Wave Rider.
Nailed it.
Got him.
All right. Soka the Wave Rider. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Sister to Andariel the Green Speaker. They are the sister goddesses, essentially. The first 2 daughters of Nasira.
Oh.
Um,
So you can't hate her now.
Hit her a little bit.
Does that make him your god cousin?
Yes.
yes. Wow.
Amazing.
So, are we doing all right on chat? Are we doing all right on volume, chat?
Yes.
Rule- Can you check and see if we're doing all right on volume?
There's
Who else has inspiration?
Oh, okay.
Or didn't someone? Is there one you have?
I don't have any.
You don't? Okay. Because if Nikolai has
I
it,
have
probably.
shit.
No one else has it.
Drought?
Does anybody have
Jen,
inspiration?
do you have inspiration?
Oh, ginger ale.
No, because the last time.
You used it last time. Okay.
Would you like a ginger ale?
Yeah.
Solo ale.
So, okay. I'm
No.
sorry.
Okay.
No, it's
well,
okay.
Either
we're
way.
down 1. We'll find it.
Yes. If I give out an inspiration, you guys can share.
It's not Canada.
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
All right, I'll take it back.
So,
I'll tell the manager.
Jen, bring me some Canada Dry from Vancouver.
She's in Mexico.
Mexico.
who would like to lead the charge to Soka's temple?
I would. Some fast.
Okay. Rolf will walk beside you. or at least request to.
In that case, I'll walk with the group.
He says nothing personal. Holding his nose, he said nothing personal. It's just you've got the gem in the bag. I gotta stay by it.
So, guys, you ready? Sorry, I totally didn't get to character yet, but go ahead.
No, it would be a real shame, like, if my gun just went off and it caught you in the leg.
It would,
Can we
because
stop wasting
those
time?
2 children would die.
I've seen worse than war.
Let's go.
Whoa. And he continues walking with you. You guys follow.
Not yet.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
I-
you weren't
I
paying
was
too much.
not.
Okay, so Rolf is the one that signed maybe not the original contract, but the most complex one, which involves his terms are to release the devil from the gem.
Yes.
And now Jackson and Delilah, all they have to do is make sure.
No,
that's
no, no,
seen
the-
through,
the-
or-
Jackson and Delilah
Oh,
have
the
contracts
other
that essentially state they must work towards the goal of releasing the devil from his gem. Rolf has a contract that states and he has an agreement with the devil where the devil will use his body as a vessel to move about the mortal plane until he can find a path back to the 9 hells to serve Mammon,
Of course.
his archdevil
Spicy.
overlord.
Yeah.
Got it.
In return for this, Rolf is promised riches beyond compare. So
He
took the
offered
deal.
me like 40 grand, the devil. So if that's riches beyond compare, then I don't know what this guy's getting.
So
I heard my lead bullets and skulls are worth a pretty penny.
I
Way to
suppose
find
they are. So, you guys head out of the estate. Is there anything you'd like to take care of before you leave?
Just tell Eleanor, we're going to take care of this. Just keep everything on lockdown, and we'll be back soon.
Please bring my children back safe. If you do, I'll pay out the remainder of the entirety of the contract, and you can select anything you want from that room.
Understood. Don't worry.
Just bring my children back safely.
Just rest easy for now. We'll be back shortly. I'll do
Okay.
everything I can.
You guys head out, making your way. The way this town is set up, it's kind of in the corner of Hyleria. It's on the southeasternmost, basically, it's Florida. It's built into like a small area, peninsula.
Yeah.
There is a main winding street that starts at the beginning of the town and then almost runs around and into the center, basically like a circle. So
Like
if
the
it's
yellow brick road.
essentially, it's like a spiral.
That actually helped. Thanks.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
It's like a spiral that starts at the top. You guys are down here, and you're heading northward again.
Okay.
After traveling for about a half mile or so, you come across this temple that Dyrus had spotted on the way to the seaside manor. Small, not well kept, not a lot of visitors. There is a greeter on the outside dressed in pale blue and gray robes. They seem to have a circle of prayer beads around their neck, and they are wearing a veil to cover their face. As you approach, the greeter bows deeply. You can see that the greeter has a female form. Looks to be human, though you can't see the ears, the eyes, and most of the face. And she says, "Greetings. Welcome to our temple to Soka. This is the temple of the Wayward Sea. How may we assist you? Have you come to worship?"
In a way.
Wonderful. Please, are any of you worshippers of our goddess, the Wave Rider?
No, but she's my god's cousin,
Daughter.
daughter.
Oh,
thing.
you're a worshipper of Nasira. I'm sorry?
I can step up.
Okay.
And, I say I primarily worship Ondariel, but I know the greatness of Soka, the Wave Rider. Afraid of her as well.
Ah, the Green Sister. Yes, we know her well.
Please, come in. You're more than welcome. I shall show you around the temple, and we can worship together if you so wish. Large group today.
It's a bit more complicated than that, I'm afraid. How many of you worship here, or?
Who's in charge?
Oh, that would be the head priestess.
Is she in?
She is.
And how many of you are there here?
There's the head priestess, and then there's myself and Zyler. We both serve here, but there are not many. It would just be us three most of the time.
Okay. Then we would like to speak with the head priestess.
The head priestess, of course.
It is most urgent.
Yeah.
Of course. May I ask what this is regarding?
No.
I will pass.
No.
It's complicated, and it's just easier if we can explain it once.
Okay. Because of his no, make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
You ass.
No. That's a persuasion. That's a hot 3.
Ooh.
Very well. Please wait here, and I shall see if the head priestess is available to see you.
That went pretty well.
She turns and enters into the temple.
How was she dressed?
She was dressed in blue vestments, not very dissimilar to your monk attire.
Okay.
Seems to be cloth mostly. She is. It's lithe, form-fitting, but it's not like. It's not tight. They're loose vestments, at least like the bottom portions, but very, very plain, very not well designed. I don't want to say not well kept because they're clean.
Okay.
But they don't look impressive.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is this temple like on the water or?
This temple is not on the. Well, actually, from where you are, since it's kind of like not an island. What's that thing that's surrounded on water by 3 sides?
Peninsula.
Since you're on a peninsula, yes, technically the back of this temple would be out towards the waves. Around the temple? Okay. You wander around. The front portion of the temple seems to be standard stone structure. Not very tall. Probably only about 2 stories. Do you go like around the back?
Yeah.
Okay. When you head around the back, you do notice there is a statue of the Wave Rider facing the sea. And then scattered in the backyard, not too many, but there is a section of, you would say, 5 to 7 burial plots. Each one adorned with a mark that looks to be almost like a cross would be set into the dirt, but rather than a cross, it's a long wooden stick going up with a circle on top, and then the symbol of the Wave Rider, which is 3 waves cresting back and forth. Assumedly these are worshippers of Soka that requested to be buried here. But that's really
Is it like sand?
On the outside of the temple, in the backyard?
In the vicinity anywhere.
Not sand.
Either dirt.
Not sand because you're up on a cliffside, but there is dirt.
Okay. I'll walk over there. I'm gonna take a knee.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna, with my finger, draw out a symbol of Nasira.
Okay.
And I'm gonna close my eyes and just like sit there for a second, just like, what the hell am I doing here? Been here for about a month. It's been relatively quiet. Should I continue with these fools? They seem disillusioned.
Make a religion check.
Oh, wait, this one. Oh my god, oh god.
Oh, no, that was
God,
impressive.
it went everywhere.
That's what she said.
Also, when that's done, just let me know if they take longer than like 2 minutes, because if they do, I'm just gonna run into the door.
Okay.
That is a 14.
14. You draw your finger into the dirt.
This is Varys, by the way, not Garrett.
the rising sun over the a hilltop, essentially, and you wait, eyes closed. Nothing comes to you. And then when you open your eyes, the morning, the cloud coverage that is overhead, it's been sort of an overcast day. There's a break in the clouds at that moment. And for the first time in, it's been a while now, you guys have been investigating this house, and it's been rainy the past couple of days here. For the first time in a few days, you feel the warmth of the sun on your face. And it is refreshing, it's rejuvenating. And you get the sense that I think I've gotten an answer.
What?
What?
That answer.
I'll brush away the symbol.
Okay.
And I'll just sit there for a second.
It's down, boys.
How
dare you?
I would say, yeah, probably about a minute and a half passes before the womanly figure returns, and she says,
I'm just pacing back and forth in front of this. Or is it like a stairway leading up, or is it just door?
it's a stairway leading up to a door.
Okay.
An archway,
Gotcha.
essentially.
I'm just
there are
pacing in
4
front of it.
columns.
Okay.
The symbol of the Wave Rider is above the door. And she comes out and she says, well, I've spoken with the head priestess. She said she would be glad to meet with you. Just give her a moment. You're free to come in if you would like. Is there anything you require? Anything you request?
No, I suppose we'll just see when we get in there, and we'll let you know if we need anything in particular. But I appreciate your haste.
Fair enough. And she gives you like a sidelong glance, like a look. Then she bows her head and ushers her hands to the side, allowing you guys to enter into the doorway.
What was that priest's name?
The priest who works there besides her?
Yeah.
Zalier.
Zalia?
Zalier. Zalyer.
I'm just gonna keep the way I wrote it. I just I instead of Y. And what was her name?
She did not give you one.
I thought she did. Oh, okay. Oh, she said myself. Okay. And what was the high priestess name?
Did not give you one yet.
The fucking hookers.
You guys didn't ask.
I'm so sorry. I didn't catch your name, and if you could also give me the high priestess name, just in advance.
Well, my name is Moria.
Moria.
And the high priestess name is Andara.
Andara?
Andara.
Andara. Thank you. And I just kind of look around. Is there like any sort of, not like a pulpit, but like kind of like just a raised table or something where I can put something on?
There is in the front of the room. There is a pulpit. Actually,
Okay.
It is. There's nothing else, save for behind the pulpit. When you walk in, very very similar to the Church of Nasira, there are rows of pews, columns structurally holding up the building. But towards the front, behind this pulpit that is raised on a stage already, so raised even higher, behind the pulpit you can see what looks to be some sort of well or stone structure enclosing something. And as you get a little closer and you manage to peer inside, you do see it is filled with water.
Okay. There's no other running water in the place, just the well?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. You are alone for a few moments. It's pretty dimly lit in here. Before 2 people enter the room. A taller... back to where we were.
When did it
Releasing the devil ritual.
Yes. Okay.
Cutting to the chase.
Yes, you guys were speaking
Sorry,
to...
viewers, the stream cut out for a second.
You guys were
the
speaking
government's
to
fault.
High Priestess Andaria of the
Temple of the Wayward Sea.
Temple of the Wayward Sea, and you had just, in your words, asked her for help in your devil ritual. To which you can see her face is distorted and confused.
Good thing I'm still up there.
Zalier has his hand on his flail. And it's just resting there.
I started this on a good note, I can tell.
I'm so sorry. Leon, some things you need to explain a bit.
That's, yeah, I
That
now
was
realize.
a horrible way to
I would say explaining would be probably good right now.
Right. And I have the wrapped up duodenum in my hand. You heard me.
We need your help.
So listen, these kids. We brought the kids with us, I imagine.
Yes.
Okay.
Delilah, Jackson, and Rolf.
Yeah.
All there.
These kids were tricked into making a deal with a devil, who was previously trapped in this gem under this wrapping. Part of the deal is that they release the devil, and our plan is to not let that happen. Okay. So let me start there before he says another thing that's a little hasty. Our plan is simply to fulfill the request of releasing it, but then very quickly dispose of it again. Now, in that respect, we are fairly capable fighters, but we're looking for all the help we can get here. And I've heard great things about worshippers of Soka, and can you help us?
I'm sorry. I've only just had breakfast.
Should we wait till later?
So there's a devil trapped in your
It's
crown.
a duodenum, and there's a gem inside of it, and
Right.
and the devil is trapped inside the gem, formerly by these children's father, who was an adventurer who passed away, and the devil tricked them by using that pain to its advantage. We do know the devil's name, if that helps.
Not. You must forgive me. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the Temple of Soka, but we're healers by nature.
But doesn't that mean you're familiar at least with radiant magic? Could be proven useful.
Zalier here is the only one who would be capable of doing that, and to his age you would have it. But I must ask, are you familiar with the caliber of devil you have inside?
It's a gilded devil?
As far as I know, I learned his name and thought of. I was raised in the Church of Nasira, and we're familiar with these kinds of devils, and he's not one of the big players, at least. That's as far as I know.
Doesn't have to be a big danger to a big player to be a threat.
No, we recognize the threat here. That's why we're here, because truthfully, this is going to happen one way or the other, and we're just looking for any help we can get.
Well, if a deal has been struck,
several have been.
Idiots.
I take it
Agreed.
the terms of the agreement are to release him.
For the children, yes, and for that one, it's a bit more complicated, but that's kind of what we're trying to figure out the handling situation.
He's gonna be the host. Well, he's gonna invade his body and use it as a vessel.
She looks towards Rolf, who, for the first time, actually, looks away from the priestess, seemingly ashamed. His head kind of bows slightly to the right as she looks at him and just shakes her head. Very well.
Is there anyone else in town that we can gather to help in this endeavor? I mean, we're not normally from here.
You should not gather anyone.
Okay.
If word gets out that a devil is to be set free, even if it's about to be fought,
Right.
devils walk among us consistently. The greatest power of a devil is blending in among men.
So you don't want to tip off another one.
Dealing with two would be much worse than dealing with one.
Agreed.
Understood. Now this may be an awkward question, but can this be used as the battlefield? Your temple. It's
She kind of looks-
contained, and we can bar the doors and I know it's a lot to ask, but it's kind of a...
Whatever breaks that duct tape.
There are
Don't
no
mind him.
there are no magical enchantments on this place.
No, but even still, it is looked upon by Soka herself, and I imagine it, or at least in some aspect. And look, our only other option is out in the street, and I don't think that's a really good.
That would go with that not advertising thing.
Exactly.
Dyrus, as a man of my own church, I think performing this ritual in here is actually the opposite of a good idea. It could destroy her link that she has to her god, and it could be looked as very disrespectful.
And we don't want to desecrate this sacred place.
Exactly.
You're both right. I'll leave it to your judgment then, High Priestess. If you say no, we'll find another place. But if Zalia could be of aid, it would be highly appreciated.
Or even, if I might, if you could possibly pray to Soka on our behalf for success in our mission, to heal the lives, to heal us physically after this battle, and to heal the family of Delilah and Jackson and even Rolf himself when this ordeal is over.
That could work.
Zalier steps forward and he says, I shall aid you in this fight.
Well, all right.
But I will.
Zalier, boy.
But I will raise no hand towards Rolf.
That's fine.
That's okay.
Raise
It's
no.
going to be difficult to help them.
What do you
I
mean?
can keep you strong
Oh, okay.
and close your wounds.
That's extremely helpful.
Don't worry, I won't be raising a hand to Ralph either.
And Zalier at this time you can see is glaring intently at not at you, at Rolf.
Oh, okay.
His eyes have almost not left since the moment you mentioned that he's to be a vessel.
Don't worry, I feel the same way.
Can I ask? Do you know each other?
I was just gonna say we didn't say his name.
His father is buried in the backyard.
Oh. So not only do you disgrace yourself, you disgrace your family and your father. I have absolutely zero respect for you, Ralph.
Was sorry.
And it was awkward
Was
for everyone.
Rolf, was your father a worshipper?
Nods.
How deep? How strongly?
Deeply enough that he gave every penny ever made to this church when the last one burnt down. He died penniless and poor, and myself and my brother on the streets.
Sounds like he died doing what he believed in.
Good for us. Shall we begin?
Well, it still doesn't answer the question of the battlefield.
Andara says, not here, but I have a place.
Okay.
I have a study beneath the temple.
Okay.
Secluded. Will cause no damage to the place of worship.
Can you lock us in there?
There's a latch on the door.
You and Mariah just put everything you can against there, like a barricade, and we'll try to get this taken care of.
But what if you're hurt?
Zalia will make sure that we stay fighting fit, and
I
Leon
slam
will
my
as
mace
well.
against my shield. I'll protect him as well.
And we have one other, and I don't know where he is.
Raucous?
No, he's not in the room.
Over there.
Yeah.
Still
He's in the back.
I thought you would come
No.
in at this point.
No, he's been in the back the whole time.
I did not know that.
Because I was going to say, Raucous is there. He's still holding Jackson's hand.
Okay.
But yes.
Are you going to Jaeger Raucus or around him?
Is he just going to protect Jackson?
Okay. Just so I know if we should get him out of the situation or into the situation. Okay.
I got it.
Okay. Gotcha.
I got a plan for it.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
Milady, don't worry about us getting hurt. People like us are no stranger. I lift up my mask a little bit. You see a little bit of my scar on my neck. To fighting painfully.
I don't worry about
pain. I worry about a fight and then a knock coming 30 minutes later, and one of you, the sole survivor, walks out, and I'm letting a devil free.
How can we be sure? We'll have to come up with a phrase that only we know.
SpaghettiOs.
If you know it, the devil will know it.
No, that's not true. Well, not necessarily. It's. Oh, and if it inhabits our body, then maybe. Okay. I don't really know much about this. I'm kind of new to all this, but I'm hoping everyone else is too.
Are you certain you wish to do this then?
Our options are pretty limited at this point. The time frame is quite soon.
Question.
Soon?
Would a person possessed by a devil be able to hold a holy symbol?
You fucked this guy up.
Yes.
They would, okay.
Is there anything they would not be able to do that we would?
Perhaps drink holy water?
Cast divine magic.
Ah.
Well, that rules me out.
Well, no, that... Oh, sure, but if he casts divine magic to show you that we are not...
Oh, wait. So if you were to heal someone and they were the devil, would it actually damage the devil?
No, what I mean is you wouldn't have a connection to a god in order to cast divine magic were you inhabited by a devil. So the actual act of casting magic with a divine nature would preclude you from being a devil.
Roger that.
Other than that, no, unfortunately, in a human form, holy water does not affect them. Holy symbols do not affect them. These are, for all intents and purposes, the best disguises because they are human vessels who have been given willingly.
I'll wander back. Varys will wander back in.
Arik, are you ready for this?
Varys.
Arik, are you getting any of this?
Greek fight?
Yeah!
He gets it.
So has anyone come up with a plan to seal this thing again?
Yes. We're going to fight it. We're going to... Well, I'm sorry, who can release it? We know the runes. I think Phelan can release it. Is that correct?
Phelan?
It was Jax.
Both of them.
And you may need one more.
Release it.
They said there were 3 locks.
Wait.
Wait, you can't?
I don't think I can. There would be sealing and unsealing magic runes that I can recognize, but I'm not sure I can necessarily open it, I think.
Well, time is not necessarily of the essence, so you may be able to, if you take your time, you may be able to do it.
You, for the purposes of there, you would be able to channel magical energy into the unsealing glyphs. If you were to succeed on doing it, you would be able to break the sealing glyph. Anybody who has a connection to any sort of magical energy can do it. They just need to be able to do it.
How do we communicate this to Arik? Because he's the third. Well, hold on. How...
I could, but I'd like to save my magic for
yes, I agree
when
with that.
shit hits the roof. Because fans aren't invented yet.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't really think we should bring Jackson down there with us, or in there with us. I'm not sure if it's a downstairs or is it a side
She
room?
said it was downstairs.
Downstairs? Okay.
Downstairs, yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm picturing like a basement with a one door in, one door out type deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what I pictured.
Well, to be fair...
Matt,
Yeah?
the chat is saying the druid is an arcane, it's something.
It's natural. It's natural magic, but it's still magic. It's like it's not magic born of the weave, which is wizard, sorcerer, warlock. Well, warlock not necessarily. Warlock is born from a pact, depending. But it is still arcane. It's still magical essence, which druids can do glyph work and enchanting, so they would be able to do that.
They can do ritual casting.
Yeah, they can do ritual casting. So they would be able to work with seals, glyphs, and sigils.
Okay, so how about this? We bring Jackson down, he does one unseal, and then he leaves, and we finish the other 2. Would
Now-
Divine work the same way?
Divine? Yeah, again,
Okay.
it's a type of magic.
And it's just a level 1 spell that we need, right? Like to put the energy into it?
In game terms, it would be an Arcana check.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Gotcha.
all I'm saying is, Are we sure the contract isn't worded to the best of Jax's ability? If we take him out there before the ritual's done, does that void his contract?
Well, you're the one that read it. You tell
Well,
me.
do I think taking Jax early would remove him from his void his contract?
From what you read in the book, no. But as you're saying this conversation, Rolf kind of does step in and say, unfortunately, the 3 seals need to be unlocked at the same time.
No, I really don't like you.
Oh yeah, I think I remember him saying that. Yeah.
He said it. He said it last week. But essentially, if you undo one but not the other 2, the third one repairs itself. If you undo 2 but not 1, it'll take longer, but the other 2 will repair themselves. You need to break all 3 at the same time.
And what do you plan on sealing him back into?
We don't. We plan on not having him sealed at all.
Booping him right in the bop,
Taking him out permanently.
right in the knees.
86ing. Sorry, I always want to say that.
I really feel like we need to tell Arik anything about this plan, because he knows to fight, but we're going to need him to work on one of the seals.
Unfortunately, I'm out of speak magic.
Shit.
Arik, fight?
Arik, fight.
See, he gets it.
No, but we need him to
Arik cast magic.
Arik cast magic. Arik undo seal.
Arik, make an intelligence check.
Thank you.
Oh, I was actually gonna say, Arik, no, and I point it, and I like draw little
Glyphs?
symbols on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, with my foot. I draw them.
But still make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Come on, Arik, be smart.
I mean, he's always a
He's like
I
real
actually
smart.
am, yeah.
I know.
It's my highest.
I'm just
It's
saying.
not my highest stat, but it's
Saying
up
you're
there.
smart.
I just realized we haven't even rested.
Yeah, well, we didn't do anything.
I know.
We use spells.
Who did?
Through the course of this day.
I was doing the truth and stuff, yeah. Well, we don't really...
12? You get a general inkling. They've been showing off these symbols all night, and you're aware. You're aware of what they're asking.
Playing into.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, I had.
Arik kind of nods his head.
Alright.
Actually, I was going to
that's
say, could we perhaps wait till tomorrow? We're not really on a time limit.
We are on a time limit.
Well, we said a month. One more day could
It's not a month.
Even still, even
I
if
mean-
it's 3/4 or a quarter of that, it's a week still, right?
I truthfully don't know.
Bananas.
The creature did say that he laughed when Rolf said that he had a month. And he said he thinks he has a month, but does not.
And I doubt he'll tell us the truth that'll give us.
That's kind
any
of my
advantage.
thought anyway. How much rest do you require?
I'm good, but I'd rather be at full strength, so probably just a night's sleep, but if we need to do it now, then
Well, it's
I'll
like
do it
early
now.
in the day, right? It's still. She said she just had breakfast, so it's like real
true.
early.
Yeah, it's I think because you guys got there fairly early, and the investigation didn't take more than an hour and a half.
No, it did
Maybe.
not.
Although that stair climb.
So
took,
maybe
like, at least.
maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock, right now.
Okay, so it's like afternoon. Okay.
So could I take a nap and we reconvene at like 8?
I suppose that's
That could
an
give us
option.
some time to set up, perhaps get some.
Is shit more powerful at
ready.
night? Like, do we know that?
No, there's no reason that would be the case.
Metal Man and Moon.
I don't think it's a full moon, if that's what you're asking.
It shouldn't be. It's been
Not that that's any concern. Don't worry about it.
Just let me know when you're ready.
You're welcome.
Oh my god.
That whole thing.
Yeah.
Moria, the woman who had greeted you, sort of steps away from the group for a moment, bows to Andara, and says, I will head into town and fetch sages and incense to burn tonight.
Please.
Pray for your victory.
Please tell no one else of this. We don't want
course.
rumor getting out. Thank you.
Of course. I would never.
What do you mind saying? A bunch of people gonna fight a devil in my goddamn church over here. I don't fucking know.
Good day.
You sound just like her. So.
I know, right?
She turns and walks out of the church.
So
I move out of the doorway.
if anyone doesn't have a problem, I'm gonna go lay down for a bit.
All right, and the rest of us, let's go explore the study. Was it?
Yes, she had a study beneath the crypt.
And let's
crypt,
prepare this to our
temple.
advantage. Let's try to prepare this to our advantage. All right.
All right. What time is it? It's only 9.
Yeah.
All right. So
Be good at
So
off screen
when you
time.
need me.
you guys have some time while Leon is sleeping. You guys have about 8 hours of time to examine this study. Andara leads you downstairs to a room that is probably about.
Do we have a map or?
I was going to make
Oh,
one
okay,
in
okay.
between,
Gotcha.
so I'm not really going to do it right now.
Right. Okay.
But it is a fairly large room. The shelves are lined with all different tomes, scrolls. There are several different tables with open reading materials stacked on top of each other. This woman looks like she is a very, very big fan of reading and knowledge.
That being the case, I would like to try to see if any of these scrolls or books are either a type of spell or arcanely based, so that I can try and learn it in the time that he's resting.
Got you. Okay.
I like it.
Any particular spell that you're looking for?
Just magic.
Just
Anything
magic.
arcane.
Eureka's like, give me magic.
That's the whole purpose of my character and whatnot, is that I don't learn spells the typical way everyone else does. I only learn by what I find. So it's all up to you.
He's a scavenger.
Do you ask her?
He can't.
Well, I mean, when we were down,
Maybe.
because I guess I would ask for permission. No, I wouldn't ask for permission. I would just start looking through the books.
Which she allows you to do. There's a cluster. You guys are moving around. You're moving tables out of the way. And
I ask her if there's anything specifically like she wants moved out of here. Like I know everything is sacred, but
Yeah.
the more important things.
She
Yes.
goes, I mean, I would really like my book collection not to get damaged.
I'm gonna take as many books as I can and just go up and down the stairs, take them out of here.
Can we make me a sniper's nest out of these tables?
Do you feel like falling out of the sniper's nest?
I mean, on the ground, like we're propped up against the wall,
Oh,
so I'm covered.
sure,
You know,
yeah.
I can rest the gun on the edge.
Yeah,
get a
sure.
little better aim.
Sure, yeah. Let's do that.
So that's definitely something you can do.
Yeah.
So I need you to make 2 things. I need you to make an investigation check
Okay.
and then a stealth check.
Well, I'm not trying to be stealthy.
Oh, okay.
No.
So make an investigation check.
20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Versus her perception.
It's pretty good.
While looking up through these tomes, you come across one labeled Mysteries of the Arcane.
Ooh.
And as you pick it up off the shelves, because you recognize the word arcane, and mysteries looks like a fun word to say. You pick it up off the shelf, and something falls out of it. You bend down and you
It's a baby's all.
pick it up and you start looking at it. You can go ahead and mark down in your inventory. You have a scroll of invisibility.
Navy SEALs.
With the scroll, I want to see if it's a way to learn it and memorize it permanently, as opposed to like transcribe it into my memory.
There is, but since you're a wizard, you
Right.
are of the wizard class, it
Yes.
would be under the same wizard rules.
Right.
So you would need the material components in order to transcribe it properly.
Right.
Which would require paper, ink, and about, what is it, 150 gold worth of paper and ink?
I think it's 100.
Is it her spell level, I feel like? I don't know.
That's why we have
Whatever.
books.
Whatever it
Spells
says.
invisibility.
Books. It's a second
Invisibility is second or third.
I feel
I feel like it's a second. I can actually check.
I will look it up in a second, but right now in your inventory you have a scroll of invisibility. Can be used as a one-time use, or can be transcribed as
Yeah, second level.
as you see fit.
I will look good.
Give you
and I'm just carrying not many books because I'm not very strong, but just a couple books at a time, just like some of the more nicely.
She helps you actually. She goes around and she picks her. Of course. With your
Flame
aid,
blade.
with your aid, you
my
guys
God.
managed to clear out a good amount of bookshelves, starting with the ones she first gives you that are the most important to her, and then just going down the line, just kind of taking stacks of books and moving them up. Raucus is helping as well.
Thank you.
So you guys get a good amount of the books out of here.
I want to set my table as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a
Table check.
Would you say would you say the tables have turned?
Not yet.
No,
We'll see if
that's
I
fair.
pass the check.
That's
If
fair.
I don't, then they definitely will not turn.
That's true.
Or they might just turn the wrong way.
what is a table building check? Okay, give me.
Didn't we have something like that before?
Alright, so it's going to take 4 hours.
Survival?
Okay. Do you have that?
Sleight of hand or athletics?
But
I'll do sleight of hand.
I'll figure it out.
Like, what would be a carpentry check? You know what I mean? Like,
I
I
guess it
think
would
that's
be
just intelligence.
intelligence or wisdom.
No, not wisdom. I don't think.
I would go.
Dexterity, no?
I would probably
would
go
probably
with
consider it
with
nerd.
intelligence.
What'd you say?
something.
Dexterity.
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 It's a combination of
maybe?
things.
Yay, dexterity for
It might be
me.
two checks.
I guess intelligence for the design and then dexterity
You
for the
disconnected.
Oh no!
Fucking Vancouver.
intelligence for the design
It's
and
been an hour, so I
and
wonder if it was like her.
no.
Yeah. So give me an intelligence for the design
Okay.
and a dexterity for the performance of putting it all together. Hello.
Hey, she's back.
Okay.
You disappeared.
Hey.
Did you just cast
All
invisibility?
right. So for intelligence, that'll be a good old-fashioned 17.
Okay.
And
That's
then,
a good old-fashioned 17.
Yes.
It's
And then-
nice old fashioned.
Should have checked on saving throw.
Yeah.
Now, would he get proficiency for the dex? Because
Okay.
I
Either
assume
way, it
he's
was
done
It's
that
a
before.
15.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was good enough.
And then.
Filtered.
Yeah. You
No,
actually are
built the
proficient in
snipers.
this.
Can,
Oh.
You'd
I
be
can.
you can add your proficiency.
Okay, so it would be a 17 then. Fuck.
No. On this one.
On this one? Oh, okay, cool.
You haven't designed sniper's nests, but you've definitely used
Jen
them.
has
Yeah,
thing also.
so then that'll be a.
So
Is
it
it
comes
just
under
straight
gun.
dexterity or?
Yeah, it's dexterity plus your proficiency,
Okay.
which should be 3 right now.
Yeah, so that'll be 14 on that then.
14. Okay.
Even though.
You design a pretty well made sniper's nest. It'll give you half cover
Fuck yeah. That's what I was going for.
during
It's
this time. However, your mobility is very limited.
hot. I mean, yeah.
And you're surrounded by wood.
Yep.
Yay! Kindling.
So,
But we are in a stone room at least.
yeah, there is that danger, but for right now,
I like it.
you think it's pretty secure, pretty neat. Jen, what would you like to do?
Oh, I wanted to know if I could read some of the spines, so I went up to see if there's anything interesting that I might want to, like, ask her about. And then second, I guess if I was done doing that, I wanted to help Tom build his desk.
Okay. So for helping Tom, easy enough to help Tom. You kind of point out some flaws in the design, and he's like, "Oh yeah, good point." And you kind of shore it up with some other pieces, and you're pretty good. Now it's 3/4 covered. Woo! As far as the books go, do you have a dice roller?
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
No, Brian's not your dice roller.
No, don't roll Brian.
Roll a
Roll
d.
Brian.
Roll a
D,
d20
Brian.
for me. Add your investigation check.
Okay.
Roll a D, Brian.
D. Brian. Wait.
A D20?
Yep.
Okay, roll. Oh god. 9 plus the suspense is killing you
I
right
don't-
now.
I don't trust her. I don't see the die.
Uh,
She'd be lying about her none.
plus investigation.
Yes.
12.
12 total.
Oh, total.
There are a couple interesting pieces here and there, but not really pertaining to what your interest is. There are 2 or 3 volumes on famous shipwrecks throughout the history of Hyleria. which are pretty fascinating, and it's actually nice. There's like 3 volumes, and each volume is like a different. The spine of the book kind of meshes with the other. So when you have all 3 in a set, it actually creates like a portrait of Hyleria and the surrounding seas. It's actually pretty nice, but you don't know how useful the information in there would be. Other than that, throughout your time there, you see a lot of divine texts, a lot of stuff written in essentially Elven, but the Anjasiran dialect. So pretty indecipherable to you.
Yeah.
But you find some cool stuff you can talk about with her. You find one old tome, seems to be a list of attempts to create failed magic. Meaning like incomplete glyphs, runes, and sigils that don't really... Hold on, I'm
Just
totally...
pertains to Jen, though.
What?
Well, you said she found tomes that are in Elven. I speak Elven. Maybe I could give her a hand because she gave me a hand with my shit.
That's definitely true, but she's not looking through the books. She's just looking... She's looking for interesting cover titles.
Okay. You see, I was just trying to help.
How about you let me do my job?
Shit. Excuse me, I'm just gonna go throw up outside.
Can I give you an inspiration die?
No, that's fine. So there are a couple of interesting titles, but none that really pertain to like general information about the world and things like that you were searching for. Nice salute.
Can I put the brick one in like a special little spot when I'm putting them upstairs? I'm gonna ask them about that later.
The which one?
The shipwreck one.
Yeah, of course.
Personally.
Sure. No problem. You put that aside neatly.
Can I take a short rest?
Of course. Yeah, you can take
take
8
a shortcut.
You can take 8 short rests right now in a row because Christian's taking a long one.
Yeah, you can take a long rest.
Yeah, I'm taking a short rest.
No, take a long rest.
She's been helping actually a little bit here and there. She probably couldn't get a full long rest.
Yeah, just fair. That's fine.
Anybody else want to make any preparations?
I'd like to check out my enchanted bullets and see if, like, there are different enchants, or do I have to add the enchants to them?
Okay. So you open the box, and there are...
They're all gone.
No. There are about... There's 2 compartments... well, no. There's one large compartment on the right-hand side that is just your standard stack of bullets.
Yeah.
And these all have a white label around the edge of the bullet casing, which you can assume means that it's blank. These are ready to be enchanted, but not enchanted yet.
Okay.
Then there are 4 slots running down the opposite side.
Okay.
Okay? On the right-hand side, the big slot, there's 20 bullets loosely strewn. On the left-hand side, there's 5 with a red tag.
Okay.
5 with a blue tag.
Okay.
5 with a black tag. And 5 with a golden tag.
Does anyone else want to play tag?
Good movie. Are you fucking kidding me?
Fucking hit my goddamn writing off.
Well, you're it, so.
Was there anything else for him?
That's
That's about everything you see in there.
I wouldn't know what each one does, right?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. My intelligence is 13, so that'll be a good old-fashioned 12.
12.
Why does everything have to be old-fashioned?
Why don't you just let me live my life, okay?
With a 12, you can ascertain that the red ones cause additional fire damage because they are hot to the touch, and then the blue ones would seem to deal some sort of cold damage or have some sort of cold effect on the enemy because they are cold to the touch. The other 2 have no feel when you touch them, so you're not really sure what those 2 do.
Alright, so what was it? It was 5 gold, and then what was the other color?
Black. 5 black.
Black?
Oh no! Oh, paused.
Oh,
Yeah, we're just paused.
I'm still here.
Okay.
I had a thing. I'm gonna go try to find Garrus.
Okay.
Garrus.
Because
I don't know what it is.
What were you currently doing?
Meditating on the cliffside.
Meditating on the cliffside. Okay.
That must be
So you head upstairs after a long time hauling books and just kind of take a look around. You haven't
Also,
seen-
where is Rolf during all of this?
Rolf is sitting patiently in the study.
In the study.
Hmm?
Okay.
Son of a shepherd.
Has not moved.
When I leave, does he follow me?
Do you still have the diadem?
Does he know that?
Did you place it down anywhere?
But does he? Would he know if I have it or not?
He's known you have had it, and he hasn't seen
Okay.
you place it down.
I would have tried to sneak it to Leon, but I don't want Rolf to see that.
I am sleeping.
Okay, so that.
Oh, that's a good point. He's
yeah,
sleeping. I'm
he's
sorry,
sleeping.
not Leon then. I'm gonna give it to Arik because I don't know. Seems like a good idea.
What could go wrong?
You do notice that he is watching you intently wherever you go.
So while I'm carrying books upstairs, can I do like a quick pass off to Arik or something?
You can try and do it stealthily, but there's a chance he'll see you.
While I'm upstairs and he's downstairs?
He's following wherever you go. He is.
I have full trust on that.
He's not leaving sight of the thing. But you
Okay.
can try and do it stealthily as you pass Arik in the hallway. Maybe try and slip it into his bag as you pass.
Yes, that's what I want to do.
Okay.
Oh, this is so good backfire.
Sleight of hand?
Yes. Sleight of hand versus Rolf's perception. Was it not great?
It's okay.
It's at least double digits.
Triple digits, actually.
Oh, damn.
Got it.
Bad or good?
Good.
Alright, well then you got it.
So 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
13.
Okay. So you casually lean over and slip it into Arik's bag as you pass.
What this?
Knew it. Knew it.
I knew it was coming.
Just hold on to that. Don't let it go.
Okay. I put it back in my bag.
Okay. And as you're passing on the stairs, you're coming down, he's going up. Rolf, who was following you up, as you start to go down, just turns and starts following Arik.
Literally the most useless piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. Okay, I'm gonna go try to find him now.
Okay.
You're talking about me?
No.
Oh.
Rolf is the most useless. No, obviously not you.
Because I gave up your stealth thing?
No, I don't. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It takes a couple minutes, actually. You look downstairs, you look upstairs, you look in like all the side rooms. Can't find him. Finally, you head outside, and just now it's about dusk. The sun is setting. Varys is looking towards the setting sun as it goes down, and he just seems to be in calm meditation by the cliffside.
Excuse me? I know you're busy right now, but I was wondering if you'd be interested in helping at all.
I told you to call me when you're ready.
Is that a no or a yes? Second. Is there no answer?
There's no answer.
You spill on yourself, Jen.
You're gonna miss this fight then. Alright, I'm gonna go back inside.
Okay.
Like I said, call me when you're ready. You can interpret.
I know. That's how I'm interpreting it. Okay, I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna find Zalier, I guess.
Okay.
Excuse me. I was wondering. I know you said you're not going to harm Ralph. I was wondering if we may have an idea. I had an idea. I'm wondering if. Okay, so listen. I was thinking maybe of trying to trick the devil.
That's a good one.
Maybe putting, like, if you have chalk or something here that we can draw on the floor, and draw maybe just like a very complex looking glyph or something on the floor that would maybe we can tell him if he leaves it, he is immediately banished. I don't know. It's just a thought running through my head. I'm wondering if that's a thing that we can do, or if we can trick him into thinking that we can do, or something.
Never met your devil.
He's not all that bright.
Don't know. Well,
seemingly.
It's definitely something we could try.
I mean, there's no harm. We're just sitting here waiting for Leon to wake up anyway.
I have some chalk. You could take a look at some of Madame Andara's books, find some delicate working glyph work, and work from there. I don't know too much about glyph work though, so you'd have to find someone to make it convincing.
All right. And is Phelan anywhere near here?
Phelan is currently moving the last remnants of books up the stairs. Kind of flipping through the top of a stack as she's holding it, just kind of looking and reading as she goes.
Phelan, if I might interrupt.
That's got control of your head. Be careful.
So I was thinking about, I need your help with some glyphs. I'm trying to draw a complex, it doesn't really have to do anything necessarily unless you know anything that could work, but I'm trying to, and obviously it's out of earshot of Rolf.
Rolf is right by your ear.
That's just, if I see him I'm going to stop talking. Okay. And I would like to draw something on the ground there so that when Rolf is standing in it we can tell the devil when it inhabits him that it's not allowed to leave the circle, otherwise it would be banished or killed in some way. I don't know, but do you think you could help me with that?
I think I definitely can, but what about actually trying to use a glyph that could keep them there? Maybe...
If you know one, that's great. I just don't know any of them.
Well, do I don't think I know any. I could recognize them, but I don't think I know.
Glyph work, how do I say this without giving away parts of your backstory?
Give it away, give it away, give it away.
You're
now.
familiar with alchemical glyph sets.
You're Edward Elric.
Because of Ket's history with that.
Oh, okay.
I know everything about your backstory now.
I knew you were.
You're familiar with alchemical glyphs, none magical in nature, more so the imbuing or enchanting of brews or potions or elixirs with vitality restoring essence or things like that. You're not too familiar with any sort of other glyph work, but you're familiar enough to where, like a college kid a day before his papers due, you feel like you could do some bullshitting.
Roll for bullshitting.
That would be bluff.
So yeah, if you think that would work, or even if it doesn't work, even if it's just good enough to get him thinking, you know.
I could pass off a rune or two, and possibly if we could find or ask Andara if she knows of runes of holding or
banishment, even if that's a thing.
Banishment. And that would be even better. We could try using that because it seems like the devil that has been teaching Jackson runes, so he might be familiar with some.
Right. I'm hoping he's only familiar with the two that he's been teaching, and he's not ultra familiar with all of the others. But, well, I figure it's worth a shot. We're just sitting around doing nothing right now anyway, so we might as well give it a go. Do you want to talk to Andara, and if she could, if she could point you in the right direction, maybe?
Yes.
So you go see Andara. She is currently organizing a bunch of stuff on the pews upstairs, just trying to keep like order of everything, and just so that when the time comes to put these back downstairs, it's not like she doesn't have to reorganize them. And as you approach, she kind of looks down. Yes, how can I help you?
If I might interrupt, I was helping carry some of your books up, and I noticed that not only do you have quite an interesting collection, but that you have some in here that are Elvish and possibly even some history of runes or runes.
I know a few. Before I became a priestess, a long time ago, I was an adventurer of sorts. I had some magical prowess.
Prowess?
Unfortunately, no longer, but I am still familiar with rune work. What type of rune were you looking for?
We were looking for some type of, I'm not sure if these runes exactly banishment or containment or mobilizing. Do the runes exist? Are they within the realm of power?
I know the runes. I know the glyphs and runes for sealing. For sealing a type of devil or demon on this plane to an object or a person. But they alone are not going to be enough. You have to weaken the creature to a point where it can be sealed, and then work from there. What was that?
Sorry, I'm sealing him. Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, got you. Thought it was the Naruto, the end of the fight.
Either one.
Sealing.
Both are good. It's the same symbol, actually.
One's better though.
I suppose I don't know any. I don't know any glyphs of banishment or runes of banishment. I'm unfamiliar with how those would work, if they even exist at all. What is your goal with this?
Our goal, my companion's goal is to, in some way distract the demon, but I'm also interested in using magic through these glyphs to contain or banish this devil. And if that's possible, that might even be more effective. So would you be able to explain to me how a healing glyph might work within the study? Could we draw one on the ground, have an object, and reseal the devil one in
Well,
him?
one unfortunately will not be enough. You would need 3. The sealing glyphs work in conjunction with each other. Essentially, they work as a failsafe. 1 alone it will fail, 2 alone it will fail, but 3 or more, and whatever is kept inside will have enough system of checks and balances to hold itself together. You would require at least 3, perhaps 4 now, if the creature has been sealed by 3 already and is starting to break free. But look, I don't recommend trying to seal it. It's an arduous task and process. I don't imagine those unfamiliar with sealing rituals would succeed, no matter how capable fighters you are. In order to seal the demon, or the devil, you would first have to weaken it to a state where it could be sealed. And then you would have to essentially pump magical essence into these seals at the same time in order to activate them at the same time, and in doing so you leave yourself vulnerable and open to attack if you're in the middle of... I'm sorry? Oh, yeah, understood. Yes.
Understood. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine. I understand today is very trying. And at this point, actually, you see Leon walk back in, stretching. It's around 9 p.m. now.
Where's breakfast?
Chris, make a perception check. I'm sorry, Varys, make a perception check.
I thought I told you to go back to sleep.
Okay, just don't shoot me. I don't know why you're cocking your gun.
You don't see me, I'm like behind.
Well, so we're at
10 minutes.
Oh, you're in the table.
20? Deep into your meditation now. It's been a long time. You open your eyes. The sky is dark, and you hear the heavy clanging plate armor of Leon as he approaches the temple.
Hey.
He's in the back, so I don't think you would see him.
Oh.
That's why he just hears your plate armor and doesn't see you.
I'll make my way inside.
Well, you get disadvantage on stealth check.
And at that point, Leon and soon after Varys both walk in. She greets you both and
Suits
says,
you? Cool.
So, your group, are they ready?
Did we come up with a plan?
More or less. Where's Rolf during this?
Wherever Eureka is.
Are you with us?
I would have been throughout this whole time outside, not far, just like right outside, practicing the invisibility scroll.
Okay.
Not using it, but doing the
Learning the visual and somatic
learning the-
components to
exactly.
it. Okay.
The verbal, somatic, and material
Material.
components. If it has it can only have somatic.
Okay. Oh, I'll put you.
And I don't know if you saw in the group chat, but I asked Raucus if I can borrow 100 pay pieces until after work. And
Did
I
he
get
say
back.
yes?
He didn't answer.
Yeah, Birdman. I think you can do that.
When you're not here, your friend spent your money.
He's gonna give it back. He'll be fine.
Get it back. We're gonna get paid so
So,
much money.
I believe we're going to try something as a backup plan, or maybe if I'm not really 100% sure, but we can't say this in front of Rolf because I don't want him to understand the plan.
Hey, Rolf, Skamoosh.
No, he's outside.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
With
he's
the-
outside following me.
Perfect.
Which he's probably having a heart attack because occasionally I go invisible. So.
No, after the first couple times he's seen you do it, he's like, okay. Okay.
Now, the scroll can just be used over and over again?
It's
not
essentially
using it.
memorizing it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I can learn it and then have it permanent.
He's not going full invisible yet. He's sort of still learning, so he's fading in and out.
You
never
never
go
go full invisible.
But after about 4 hours of practice is when I master it.
Damn. Very quick.
It's only because it's a level 1 spell.
Well, so
Sorry,
it's a level
level
2
2
spell, yeah.
That's what I meant.
So, I believe Phelan and Andara are going to help in drawing some ceiling glyphs on the floor of the study.
We're gonna seal him?
Maybe. I'd like to have that as an option because I don't know what happens if it invades Rolf's body and Rolf dies.
Well, I could assist with that a little bit.
All right.
As I discussed last conversation, I can draw, and since he's not here, I can draw that barrier around him that'll maybe stall the devil.
Oh.
Keep out fiends.
Oh, okay.
So that could perhaps work with the glyphs and at least buy us some time if worst case scenario.
Let's do that, and let's have the glyphs ready to go, and we need an object to seal it in should it come to that. Does
Am
anyone?
I in there?
Yeah, you're with us.
Well, you already
Okay,
have the
I
object,
read
do you
about
not?
what Andara said. I don't know if we're going to be able to reseal this double back into an object, given that we need 3 powerful magic users to put magical essence essentially into the glyphs in order to seal him in.
Well,
We have 3.
I'm actually pretty familiar with glyphs myself. I could be of some use as well.
Before you said you wanted to kill him, now you said you want to seal him. Do you have an actual answer of what you choose to do?
Why don't you try helping?
Because I don't care you two. I've already made that clear.
Then leave.
If you want to fight him, I will fight him. I don't care one way or another what happens to him.
But we just want a plan B. We want to have contingency plans.
Clearly
in case things go
you're
wrong.
not one for strategy, so mind yourself during these
Not your
strategy talks.
strategies.
Anyway.
Plan B. So stop it.
We
So-
usually have plan F.
I'm just saying we don't know what happens after if we kill Rolf while the devil's inhabiting him, what happens? Does any of us know?
Can we ask Miss Andara?
Again, my knowledge is not in the occult. It is in the...
Do I know? Am I familiar with
You
what
can
would
make
happen?
a history or religion check.
Do it.
I'll go history because I feel like it's something I would have just like.
Do it, dog.
You can do it.
Oh yeah!
Maybe not.
Get ready for the power of 11.
Not terrible.
I mean, she is pretty
It's
powerful.
double digits.
You don't necessarily know what happens, but you know that this killing a vessel does not kill the host. Like killing
Got it.
killing
Doesn't
the
kill the
host
devil.
does not kill the creature.
Okay, so I would say that. And if I'm gonna set up the rune or the trap, we just gotta make sure Rolf is on that.
Right, and just for clarification, if we knock Rolf unconscious so that the devil does not have means of fighting back, would we then be able to seal him from that state? Because that's kind of the plan if we can do it that way.
It's worth a shot.
You just hear from the corner.
I'd like to knock Ralph unconscious.
That's fine. I
You're
honestly,
last the first time.
it's fine. It's just I just want to know what happens.
His brain will go over the wall. What? Did I say that?
Sure, but then what happens to the devil inhabiting him?
I know.
I don't care about Rolf.
Oh,
the
neither do I.
person.
I'm just saying. I would
I'm
just
saying-
love to knock him unconscious.
Right.
I fully understand what you're saying.
So that's all I'm saying is that if we knock him down to that state, will we have the capacity to then seal it? Because if we can, or because I don't think we can seal it back into the gem, I don't know if that breaks the contract. Because it's released from the gem, but then it's back in the, it's
I
the
feel
gray
like that would be
area.
a loophole, absolutely.
Exactly. I would rather just find a second object. if
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bro, from when I was reading Ralph's contract, was the end of it once the devil enters his body?
You read a bit of Ralph's contract. Yeah, you read the ending fully at least,
Yeah.
and essentially the contract comes to terms when Rolf accepts the devil's form into his body.
I'm gonna go talk to Ralph for a minute alone. Then I say that to everyone.
All right. Go for it. I got nothing else.
You walk outside and you just see Rolf looking around like this for a moment before you see Arik.
I was hoping you would
appear.
start talking and then you just see me appear and be like, ah!
Switch in this cross, invisible bird.
And Rolf just goes, oh, he's been doing that for hours.
Since when can he do that?
Hours.
Like literal hours to learn that?
Literally the last time we saw you, yeah, he learned that.
Arik, how do you do these things that you do?
The ring find magic. And I hold out the scroll.
I look at the scroll. Is it
Gibberish to you.
okay?
It's Charlie Day from the Always Sunny language.
That was like looking at a nuclear reactor handbook. Like, you were like, I don't. Okay, sure, bud.
Of
Rolf,
course.
if I could be frank for a minute.
Can I still be Garth?
I thought
So you.
Sorry.
At the end of the day, when push comes to shove, you said you did this to help Jackson away. Are you on our side or the devil's side?
I want to be clear. Well, that's a good question. I'm on my side. Did I do this to help Jackson? Yes. That was one of the reasons. Not the largest reason. The largest reason is so that at the end of this, whatever hell I go through, I will be set for life. I will be taken care of. And I'll know that, hopefully, no harm comes of it.
And that's still, you're still set on the money. That's still, even after you've seen all the pain it's caused the people around you, you still are determined to go through with this for the money.
Pain it's caused people around me. What do you mean?
It's because of fuck mouth.
The children, their family, the distress, us, the
Their
church.
family was fine. Their family hoards 200,000 gold worth of items in a vault in their home. They will be well off, far beyond whatever is going on here. They decided that they wanted to. What the heck? Oh, there we go.
She wants to input at some point.
Got you. Yeah, you hear this conversation outside. You can make your way out there as well and listen in. As you come outside, you hear Rolf speaking with Leon, and he says, "Yeah, I wanted to help Jackson, but let's be clear. I know what I'm doing is selfish, and I wanted the money. I'm not going to end up penniless, buried behind a rundown church where nobody comes to see my grave."
All I'm saying is,
Jen, you're muted.
yeah, I was like, I thought she was gonna.
Go ahead, Leon.
Okay, no, you go. You got it.
Go ahead.
Rolf, how much money did the devil promise you?
As
much as the value of the diadem was worth, so 75, 80,000.
Did he promise you that amount of money, or did he promise you the amount of money, riches beyond compare?
I asked for the diadem itself. That, he said no. But he would pay me an equal sum.
An equal sum is very ambiguous.
I agree, but then again, these aren't the type of people that normally deal in exact gold, copper, and silver amounts.
They're not people at all.
Hey! From inside the temple.
I was talking about a totally separate topic with these guys.
I'm sorry for interrupting, Leon. I just wanted to make sure Rolf knew that when he made this deal with the devil was a big mistake.
No worries. I read through the contract. It's definitely more in favor of the devil than Rolf, but he's made his decision at this point. But Rolf,
Step away.
the battlefields change, and I know that it may not have meant much to you, and you may even have ill will against your father, but this place clearly meant a great deal to him, and he is resting here, and it's soon to become the battlefield. And I think, just out of respect to your father, if there's any light left in you, just stall the devil a little bit.
At this point, the small figure of the woman you saw from earlier, the Moria, comes moving back through, and she's got this big satchel at her side, and she's just kind of heaving, and inside the satchel you can see all of these different herbs, candles, different religious vestments, essentially, and she just kind of comes scurrying, "Excuse me, sorry." And Rolf just sees it and kind of smiles and looks towards you. And he says, I know what I'm getting into. We're going to get this started soon?
She's not here.
Leon responds, I put my hand on her shoulder. Just think about it, Rolf. And I walk away. And actually, I go to help her.
Okay. She is carrying this bag, and as you go, you go to like take the bag from her to help her?
I motion to, do you need some help, bud?
Oh, she goes, oh, no, thank you. These are my duties. I must fulfill them. It is part of my labors to Soka. Thank you, though. And she starts unfurling all these different... She's got about 10 candles in here.
Excuse me,
That's so rude, Leon.
Sorry.
Leon, dude, we're in a church. Show some respect. Can't believe I had to say that.
I thought I put a candle there.
So yeah, she's just setting them up.
Over there.
Yeah.
Right? Oh god.
Make
Oh god.
an investigation check.
Oh!
Investigate this! 15.
15. Okay. With a 15, you can tell, though you are not too familiar with the Church of Soka, you are also not familiar with any of the assembled sages and different various herbs and things she's collected and stored here. These all seem fairly foreign to you. It's definitely not the stuff you would use at the Church of Nasira to ask for her blessing. May just be a difference of cultures, maybe what's available to them now at this time of day. But you're not sure how successful any prayers or well wishes when using these instruments or vestiges of divinity. Not vestiges. What is the term?
Items. I don't know. Herbs.
Essentially, you're not sure how. Yes, you're not sure how effective these components are going to be as a prayer aid.
This is Moria, right?
Moria, yeah.
Hey, Moria, if don't mind me being nosy, but I was brought up in a different church, and I'm not familiar with any of these items in form of prayer. Is it something different about what you fellas do here, or?
Unfortunately, I don't recognize your accent. Where are you from?
Oh, it's...
Besides Brooklyn.
I'm from the Church of Nasira.
Church of Nasira. What township?
Out of character, I'm not gonna lie, I totally
Southdown.
don't. Southdown.
Well, that would explain it. It's a different region entirely. Along the coast, we get different herbs, different flowers bloom. Mostly these grow along the seashore or underwater. It was also the only thing I could get at this time of night.
I understand. Did I answer her?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, if you didn't, I was going to.
Oh, you're not there.
I thought you were back inside.
No, this is
outside.
Never mind.
I'm there, but I'm practicing my invisibility.
3 total?
No, plus
Oh, no,
three.
yeah,
Oh, that's right.
Sorry. Can't get a read on her?
Appears to be truthful. She's working hurriedly and she's not giving you much direct eye contact, but
Stabber.
with a 6, it's not really.
I'll say, okay, yeah, it must be just a difference in the culture. Sorry to bother you. If you need any help, please, let me know.
Please, actually, I would appreciate it.
Oh, sure.
And she hands you a stack of this. It's like almost like a sopping wet seaweed bundle, and she kind of hands it to you. It's a big bundle, and she says, if you could just please take these and spread them out around the edge of the church.
You got it.
Thank you.
I do that.
What's that book in your back about how to make devils strong? Why do you have that?
Yeah, I don't want to take too much time, so I'll just
Well,
do that.
I need
head back
you
inside.
to start drawing the runes on the ground.
Yeah.
You and Phelan drawing the runes on the ground in the study.
As soon as I'm done.
Oh,
I'll do
well,
that
we'll say at this point, Dyrus calls out for you to begin the runes, and she goes, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it.
Oh, okay.
I see that you're busy.
then. Sorry.
It's fine. And she starts moving around, and she's just
Leon's
taking this clump of... this
I'm not
clump
here.
of seaweed and just dashing it in heaps around the edge of the church. You guys head downstairs into the gateway, or into the study, rather, which is, for the most part, barren and ready to see some action.
Minus the bird's nest.
Let's go.
Now, just a quick question. Does it matter what the object is if we were to reseal him? Like, does it have to be a unique or magical object, or can it just be like a brick? Like,
You're asking Andara, or?
I thought I asked this last time, but I forgot.
So, the stronger an object is physically, or the more magic it possesses, will make for a better vessel. You can seal a devil into anything, but if the physical properties of the item are not able to hold that sort of energy, it won't hold the seals.
God, so we need antimatter.
So, diamonds
I-beam.
are great because they are hard. They can handle the spell work or something like that, and they're also great receptors for magical energy. But a magical,
less expensive option.
less expensive option than a diamond.
What's the dollar store version of a diamond that I can that we can seal the devil in
The
sufficiently?
dollar store version of a diamond is amethyst.
That's fair, but
That's
as a jeweler, like what would be like an equivalent, but that's way less expensive.
Hardened to amber.
Okay.
just find an I-beam.
How accessible would that be?
If you hurried, you could probably make it to an apothecary who would have a...
Fucking run.
And you're very fast.
Yeah.
So,
Fastest man alive. Thank you for acknowledging that.
I don't know if you guys know this, but he's very fast.
Is he fast?
You book it down the street and around the corner, and there is a small apothecary with a man who's just now about to close the door to his shop. He reaches in and he blows out the last candle, goes to close the door.
Please, really quickly.
Hello?
I know exactly what I need. I just need to go 2 seconds of your time, please.
What is it?
Hardened amber.
How big?
Nah.
Sufficient?
Nah.
Handful?
Nah.
5 gold.
Just drop 5
That's a
gold.
lot of gold.
I know.
Closes the door for a minute.
I'm getting an extra 5 gold from this.
And then leaves.
Closes the door for a minute. Comes back, wrapped in a cloth. He holds out a, not probably like a baseball cut in
That's
half
perfect.
and rounded and smooth.
That's perfect.
Hardened amber.
We'll take it to Pewter City. We'll get the air back allowed.
Thank
Good to go.
Nice.
I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. And I just run back.
Closes it, locks the door. All right, you head back. By the time you get back, the ceiling glyphs have all been drawn, 3 separate on each side, 2 on the left side, 1 straight head on. There is a spare pulpit that has been brought out from the corner and is set up in between all 3.
And were you drawing a rune that was like a containing rune also?
Yeah, it's actually a spell. I'm going to draw within the rune. Well, I'm going to, if they need help with the runes, I'm going to draw the runes, but I'm also going to draw a spell called Magic Circle. So it's a 10-foot radius circle. How tall is the ceiling in the room?
It is probably about 10 to 12 feet.
Okay. So the spell goes up to 20 feet, so it would hit the ceiling and the floor of the.
Perfect.
Of the
What do you
rooms.
make?
Seal it
What is it?
all. I'll show you the. I assume we're gonna take a break, so I'll show
Magic
you,
Circle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you the spell.
No, I know Magic
Oh, you know?
Circle.
Okay.
I didn't hear the name of the spell you said.
Yeah.
The circle
Okay.
makes magic.
Yeah.
So you have magic spell cast.
Makes it
What's
easy.
the matter, Ralph?
Eric, I know you have the diadem at the ready.
The duodenum, yes.
I hate you.
Hopefully.
I have a question.
Oh, I have it, yes, but I don't know who's asking me.
The DM is.
I don't know if this is for Sean or for Orwell, but I have the spell Pass Without a Trace. If I cast that on the other people in the room, like our friends, are we going to detect them all? Like,
Pass?
we all become invisible?
Pass Without a Trace is more of a spell that you would use where you traveling. Pass Without a Trace allows you to move without leaving footprints, and a magical fog essentially conceals your appearance from overhead. But in a room with someone, they would be able to see you.
Gotcha. Just checking. Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Also share.
The fuck
Yeah.
are you eating?
Wi-Fi us blue chips. Thank you.
That's not how.
I mean, I got pretzels.
Put it in the USB port.
I know they're not blue chips.
They're better. They're more expensive.
Alright, so we've got the battlefield prepared.
The battlefield is prepared.
Is Rolf with us now?
Rolf is with you. Rolf never leaves Eric's side.
Yeah, plus.
Does he react when he sees the runes on the ground? Okay.
Does he see the
How long does Magic Circle last?
An hour. So
Oh,
it's gonna
shit.
He remarks on them. He says, "Oh,
Rolf,
I thought you guys didn't know how to do this."
we learned quick. Actually, if you will, could you step in between all of the rooms?
I can. Okay, so you guys know how to do the unsealing then.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He steps in between all the rooms.
And I would have drawn in between all the rooms the magic circle. If that makes sense.
Wait, will we be able to unseal it once the magic circle's up, though? Why don't you wait till we're done with the unsealing first, and then just
Okay.
have that prepared?
Okay.
Like as soon as it.
But it takes a minute to cast.
Ah.
So that it's like a prep spell. It's like that's why I wanted to put it in the spot, put him on that spot,
Okay.
and then yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
So
we're
I
gonna have
would've-
to try
I
to
would've-
unseal it from the magic circle, I guess, then, or from inside of it. I don't know how it works. We'll figure it out.
Okay, never mind. I'll put it outside. I would have gone over this with everyone anyway.
Well, why don't we just have him step outside of it, and he can then be inside of it? You know what I mean? We can push him inside of it once that's
Okay.
done.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll have him next to it then, and then push him into the circle.
Unsealing might take a couple minutes.
Right. Right. Yeah. Well, the magic circle lasts an hour, so it should be okay.
Yeah.
For the fight. All right. Are we taking a break?
We are. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break.
Then it's
Then we're
time.
going to get back and see whether or not they decide to fight a devil.
Decide.
Maybe he's a
Here
nice
we
guy.
go. Yep.
Merry Christmas.
We're back.
I know. Oh, I know. I'm reading Magic Circle. Give me 1 minute.
Yeah.
Well, while he's doing that,
Congratulations to Bradley Wright Phillips, goal number 100. Fuck DC United.
got him.
Um,
Anyway,
Keep in mind, it's not foolproof.
no, I know. But
Yeah, things can get out. It's me versus them of the Magic Circle. So we can put Rolf in the circle. We can put the gem in the circle. We can put Rolf and the gem in the circle. Or I can create 2 circles and put 1 in each.
Honestly, my vote's for the gym.
No, you're having this conversation in front of Rolf.
No, do it away from Rolf.
Okay, well, he's there right now.
We kind of have to at this point in front of him, yeah.
So I guess so. Yeah, I guess we are.
Yeah, yeah.
He says, just make sure whatever you're doing doesn't interfere with any of the contracts.
Well, of course.
All right.
No, it shouldn't.
Contracts say that the kids have to summon the demon, and then Rolf has to be possessed by the demon, right?
Well, the kids' contracts say they just need
The
to
demon has to be
release
released. Yeah. The
Right,
devil.
So we
devil
release him, we get him
What
to
does this sound like?
officially end their contracts, and then we take it from there.
I just looked down and looked.
I say, alright then, I guess the simplest way, I want to put the circle around the gem.
That's what I'm saying.
Put the
That's
circle
the
around the
easiest
gem,
way.
keep it from getting out.
Yeah.
You have a little piece, the little guy.
No.
Oh, then that's a truck.
That's what
I can't say it in character.
that's what I'm going with.
Alright.
Can you repeat that? I wasn't paying attention.
I want to put the gem in the circle
Okay.
and keep the creature contained as long as possible.
The only problem is that the creature becomes Rolf once it's out, I believe.
Only if it gets through the barrier.
You can't get the
Ah.
barrier. Hey,
Okay.
You might be able to after some time, but it'll at least get us Jax out of the room.
Right.
he'll be in there long enough to end the kids' contracts.
Right now, my focus is getting these kids safe.
Understood. All right, then let's.
Does the girl need to be here too?
No.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be able to attack through the circle.
It doesn't say you can't.
Disadvantage.
Oh, wait, really? It does?
Wait.
You get disadvantage?
Attacking into it?
Attacking through the circle has disadvantage.
No.
Creature
Well,
has
we
disadvantage.
may not have to attack at all.
Exactly.
Sure.
Let's see where it takes us.
I mean,
And
we're
then-
gonna have to attack. Let's be honest,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying.
Purple.
Alright.
This is pretty fucking cool.
So, I draw a magic circle around. Okay.
After the items in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, where's Rolf supposed to be?
Just outside of all of them.
Okay. Now, is
Rolf needs
Rolf
to be
here
possessed,
somewhere?
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Is this Rolf?
So why
Yeah.
Okay,
why
where
are
is he
we
supposed
Rolf
to be?
in the circle?
I don't know, actually. I don't know. It's
Well-
something magic.
I don't want him to be possessed immediately. I want him, like, I kind of want to put on the delay of the possession until we get Jax out of the room. Jax out of the room.
Sure, can you hit battle?
At least that's my train of thought.
You look pretty boss over here. Just throwing that out there, everybody.
Where's the entrance to the? Where's the doorway in?
Doorway in
Good
is
question.
opposite side, so behind,
So, like right here?
essentially to the right of Tom.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And that's the stairs up. Yeah.
And it's bifold stairs, so it goes up one way, turns, goes
Gotcha.
up
Do we have a
again.
piece for Jax?
For Jax, yes, right here.
Here's the honor.
Okay.
There we go. Jackson's Yoda.
It can't be Yoda, 'cause Yoda's not a dumbass.
It's true. Or he's 6.
I have no patience for people.
No, you're talking about Ralph. Jackson's the kid.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm still through Jackson. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. And this is Ralph I'm just using? This guy here?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I actually
Oh, you have a thing?
piece. Here you go.
He doesn't have a weapon.
He doesn't look like
He's
he
not
has.
that cool.
He has a weapon.
He has a weapon?
He was a guard.
Yeah.
Who? Rolf?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, he's had a rapier at his side the whole time, and he has a small buckler shield on his arm.
I guess I need to remember myself.
You want to maybe disarm him on that?
Go for it.
Ralph, you mind just dropping your weapons over in the corner over there?
Takes the leather straps and undoes them on his buckler, throws it into the corner, undoes the sheath that he has around his waist. Anybody? No?
You can just leave it over there. Yeah,
Throws it to the side.
Much appreciated.
So it's all in the corner.
Flips up like his shirt and shows there's no hidden weapons on him. Are we good?
I think so.
All right.
All right.
Let's begin.
As he is about to begin, he actually walks up next to Jackson and kind of takes a knee next to him.
I assume Raucus is there also.
Raucus is next to Jackson, and he's just kind of listening in. But he's not trying to hide what he's saying. He just says, "Are you ready, buddy? Just like we planned. This will all be over soon." And Jackson goes, "I know. When do you think I'll get to see Dad again?" "I don't know. But I'm sure it'll be soon." He kind of looks over all of you and nods his head. And then, as you haven't questioned about any of the, essentially the unsealing process from them, he begins to walk towards the diadem, which is seated on the stone slab.
Those pentagrams.
Pulpit.
Yes, on the pulpit.
Who starts walking?
Rolf walks towards the pulpit as Jackson takes his place right next alongside one of the runes.
One closest to the door. Yeah.
Wait, why is Rolf going over there?
Do you ask that?
Yeah. Why are you walking over there?
Jackson has to unseal the glyph, or you all have to unseal the glyphs. Then once the glyphs are unsealed, I have to invite him inside. I have to be close in order to speak the rights.
Well, we'll get you in there. Let's just make sure their contracts get settled first. We won't interfere with the process. Don't worry.
Well, it's part of the process. Getting him out isn't just unsealing the glyphs. You have to coax the demon. There's a ritual saying I have to say. I've been taught it as well.
All right. You know better than we do.
I guess we don't have a choice. Alright.
Go in there.
Whatever you're planning, good luck. And should you fight this thing, I know your friend over there doesn't hold any love for me, but if you think you can kill it, kill it.
Alright.
Lock him up, Leon.
He steps inside and kind of kneels. Oh, I'm sorry, what?
I think Rolf needs to take a step back from the circle. Sorry.
What?
Wait, what? Rolf needs to take a step back?
Is he close to the circle?
Yes, he was saying that he has to be in order to give these rites that will essentially allow the devil into his body.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's outside of the circle still?
Magic circle's up.
Yeah, he would be inside it now if he walks in.
Then he would, walking in, he would be inside the circle.
Can't go out.
And now he can't leave it.
I can't let.
If you want to try, if you want to stop him,
yeah.
feel free.
But once he goes in the circle, yeah, he's in there.
Which way he was, or how close he was, and before he gets up there, can I stick my staff between him and the circle?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Putting my arm out, not really that great, but.
He stops walking and kind of puts his hands up, takes a couple steps back, and just kind of sighs internally. He's like, "Yes."
Whatever you have to say, you can say it from outside the circle. You're not crossing it.
I have to be touching the object.
Hey, Leon, we're wasting time here. Let's get a move on here.
Look, I'm not trying to trick you. I'm just telling you how it's got to be. If you unseal these 3 glyphs and don't say the rites, that thing is just going to sit there until the glyphs reseal.
But can I incite him on the fact that he has to touch it?
Yeah, absolutely. What's your insight?
That's a great question.
Plus 5 or 6, I think.
It's a pretty good plus. Well, let's see what I roll naturally.
I know it's at least +6 because she's got a 3 wisdom and she's proficient in it.
Hold on, I'll tell you. Maybe.
Maybe.
+7.
Oh shit!
Oh, good God.
Holy insight, Batman.
I thought I was gonna go
He's
+5.
hard to read. As he's been throughout the course of this, he's been pretty difficult to read. But you're scanning your mind and you're thinking that there's no real advantage to him being in there with the gem, at least that you could see. So you don't know why in particular he would be lying.
Yeah. Well, how about this? You can say whatever you have to say from outside, and if that doesn't work, then you can go in and touch the gem.
Fair enough. I'll have about a minute to work with, and it's not a very long saying, so...
Okay.
Go ahead. Do your business.
Yumo Guai Guai.
Who's on the second glyph and who's on the third glyph?
How long were you guys waiting to do that?
Too long.
Well, Phelan, you're on one of the glyphs. I know that. And then Eric, you're on the other glyph?
Yep.
Okay.
And then Jax is on the middle one.
Jax is on this one. And Raucus is right behind him, ready to, like...
Can we position ourselves right now?
Yeah.
I'm positioned.
I'm gonna...
Did you sleep there?
Yeah.
Where's Jax?
No, you're
No,
the
it
one
took
that's
me 8 hours to put it
He's
there.
right here. Next to Raucus. I'm gonna be... We're next to Rolf over here. You're good there? Okay.
Okay.
And just clear out for Xanier.
So...
Pick a line.
I'm actually gonna take one step this way.
Oh wow, we really did clear out for Xanu?
Yep. Yeah.
So-
You don't know how I function.
You see Jackson hold his hand out in front of him. And it's not really doing much at first. Then he starts this incantation. And it sounds foreign and ancient. There's a lot of harsh tones to it.
I'm one with the force. The force is...
And you notice, as he's saying this, as he's speaking these words, none of you can really make out what he's saying. But Raucus is like nodding along, almost as if he can understand it.
That makes sense.
Yes, it does. Yep.
After a moment, let me see.
Uno momento?
That's
Wow!
the problem with this.
Wow! As soon as
She's not here.
Jackson finishes the incantation, with a flourish, he opens his hands, and the rune that is carved, or glyph that is carved into the, or not carved into the stone, but drawn into the stone with chalk, sets alight with a deep red light that seems to emit off of the ground, filling the room with an amber light across the entire thing. He's kind of amazed that it was that easy for him. And he's just staring wide-eyed at, and he looks back and forth between Eric and Phelan. And at this part, essentially what you have to do, he's begun the ritual. You have to hold your hands out and then make an Arcana check for me, please.
We're gonna be here all night. 8.
8. Okay. Phelan, can you roll an Arcana check for me, please?
Yep, 21.
21. From the opposite side of the room, Phelan's light starts glowing again with this red intensity. Now there are 2 of these shimmering red lights on the floor. Raucus, Eric, I'd like you to make one more Arcana check for me.
Eric, magic.
I believe in you.
There you go.
20.
Yeah.
At this point, that was the last one, or else you would have had to start the ritual again.
Oh, wait.
A harder DC.
It's alright, I would have used the inspiration die for it.
As you hold out your hands, finally you see the other 2 light up, and you just center yourself and send out this wave of magical energy, and you just feel it connect with this glyph and erupt. And at this time, all 3 glyphs go from these are the ceiling glyphs that you have set out on the floor.
The unsealed.
No, these are ceiling. You drew ceiling on the floor.
No, we're unsealing him first.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But this is...
I
You guys said
okay.
earlier that you had written unsealing glyphs on the floor.
Yes,
Rolf didn't react to them because you were supposed to do that. Because this incantation that is being written actually deforms the glyphs. And you see them sort of turn and click and move and separate. And all of a sudden the sealing glyphs morph into the unsealing glyphs on the floor in front of your eyes. And at that point, you can see this orange glow start to shimmer off of the crystal within the magic circle. And at this point, Rolf nods his head and says, "So from here, then?"
Does it look like anything is coming out of the gem?
Currently, no. It's just giving off an orange light.
Okay.
From outside of the circle, you hear Rolf say the words, "I, Rolf Einhart, as bid by my contract to a Memnock, offer my body as a vessel."
Nothing happens.
And nothing happens.
Alright, go inside, dickhole.
Rolf looks to all of you. "May I?"
I just motion.
Put your arm in. Just your arm.
Hey, just let him go.
He walks forward, enters the magic circle, picks up the diadem with both hands and stares into it. And as he stares into it, he utters the words, "I, Rolf Einhart, as bid by my contract to a Memnock, offer my body as vessel." And you see from inside the crystal this swirling mixture of orange and white light start to permeate. And it leaves the crystal and flows through the air and seemingly hits the front of his face and goes into his eyes. For a moment, all you can see is this bright red light cascading around the room, coupled with this orange glow, before 10-15 seconds later, the glyphs cut out, stop glowing. And at that point, there is no more orange glow coming off of the gem. This shimmering particles in the air around Rolf, you can see start to fall onto his body. And as they do, they fall and sort of catch to his skin and start amassing. They become items around his body. On his hand, he has 4 sets of gold rings on each finger that appear. Running down his wrist, a golden bangle that starts just below the elbow and goes all the way to the wrist. From the people who can see him from the side, Phelan, you notice that he has a golden nose ring now.
Fucking loser!
And after a couple minutes, you finally see Rolf's eyes open. He turns to all of you. "Oh my goodness! That sucked! Wow! Oh!"
Does anything happen to Jackson?
Out of the room, right?
Not that you notice.
Okay.
But there were no indications that there would be visual cues.
True.
Wow! Oh,
Who,
that... What?
who is you? Who we talking to?
Oh, sorry. Where's the other priest? The guy, the Zan. Zan.
Yes.
Right. Hey, our boy.
There we go.
Oh, Thanos is on our side.
Wow, this is done. At least half of them are dead.
Snappy's dead.
Show me the
Half the
battle
devil's
map,
dead.
please.
If you can see Twitch.
Show me the battle map somewhere.
Oh yeah, it's true. Twitch.
In relation to-
Twitch will show it.
Jackson, you.
Yeah.
Magic circle.
Can I make my way over there? Is that possible at all? Well, you guys are asking these questions of him.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt everyone.
No, it's no problem.
Can I cut his hand?
Jackson?
I want to see if his contract is up.
Yeah, absolutely. You can...
And if
So you grab his hand and just slice it?
You need Rox's help, is that?
Ruckus Oh, yeah, you kind of motion for Raucous, and you make the motion with your hand of, like, cutting. Raucous nods in agreement and just kind of takes the kid aside for a second and does the same thing, tells him a story to take his mind off it before cutting the hand, nicking it a little bit. There's a moment where Jackson's confused, and then he remembers, and he speaks the word Nylock, and the contract appears in his hand still. And the Rolf now, or the form of Rolf, is still just in the circle, just, oh, yes, oh, oh. You know, I get it with sealing spells, but it's an extra dimensional space. He could have given me a little more room. 6 years. 6 years? I was hunched over like this. Oh, that was a nightmare. Oh, you, and where's the girl?
Oh, she's here.
She is? You brought her in?
She had to be, right?
She had to be. She's got a contract.
Well, he snaps his fingers, and you can see from his hands, even though you can't see anything, the shimmering image of almost a set of manacles around his wrist and a set of chains attaching them just fall off and dissipate into dust.
Off Jackson's wrists?
Off Jackson's wrists. And he goes, and there you are, a contract fulfilled.
And Delano's as well?
Yeah, I'm not. Look,
I'm just
man.
saying if
Oh no.
it's the same thing.
If you're asking this to him, he's very laid back and casual about this whole thing.
Mr.
He goes, oh, so thank you, whoever you are. That was going to take a lot longer without Jackson. Oh, introductions. I'm Knock. You all by now know that I'm a devil, most likely.
We've heard.
Fair enough. You don't like me. He points to Dyrus directly.
I don't break eye contact.
He goes, he does not like me. Which I get, man. I totally get. So, anyway, we seem to be in a bit of a pickle. I've noticed, and he puts his hand out.
Just like, oh shit.
This, not cool. Not cool. I realize I don't have a deal set in place with you, and that's...
To be fair, we tried.
Well, I tried with you, but... This is the thing, like... Yes, I'm a devil. Yes, I'm contracted to serve Mammon. But I'm not a bad guy all the time. Like, I follow through, didn't I? You saw. Go ahead, try and pull out the contract again, bud.
Where's his dad?
That is the next part of the contract that I have to fulfill. Unfortunately, can't do it in here. Unless you want to pass me that over there. And he points to, on Xanier's table all the way across the room, there is a large, what looks like a wooden bowl. He goes, I'll need that, I'll need rosemary, I'll need lamb's blood, and I'll need 3 sprigs of mistletoe.
What exactly do you plan to do?
Make contact with my other contact in the 9 Hells, find out where they're keeping Mr. Craggett over there, and set him free.
When you say set him free...
Or summon more people to help you.
Look, and he kind of leans in close. He asks you to come closer to the magic circle, because he kind of tries to step forward towards you, and okay. Come here.
I'll move 5 feet away from the circle.
Okay. As you move closer towards the circle, he says, I don't want to say it in front of the kid, but the dad has been through literal hell. He's not going to come back and be all happy. He's not going to come back and be bells and whistles. But I'm also not going to bring him back as a wight or a ghoul or any sort of that stuff. He'll have a beating heart and a full brain, and however long the rest of the years he has to live before time takes him.
And then he goes right back down the hill.
I mean, that's who owns the contract for his soul. They don't have to have him right now, but they'll have to have him eventually.
So he's got a contract too, huh?
Clever bastard used it to seal me.
Go on.
Made a deal with another demon, another devil in Mammon's service, who helped him seal me away, betrayed me, hopefully to earn more favor with Mammon, like a dick.
So how's making contact going to work then with you? If clearly it doesn't seem to have much of an interest in you. Just speaking from what I'm hearing.
As long as I know where he is, I can get him out. I can get him in and out in no time. Do you know who you're dealing with? I'm a devil. We're greedy as fuck. All you gotta do is pay off the right guy.
That's fair, I suppose.
But again, I can't do it from in here. So if you want your buddy to take down this little... and he taps on the side. He's like, then I'll be more than willing to help you out. But until then, looks like we're gonna sit back twiddling our thumbs. Speaking of which, can I get a chair? Something? Some sort of amenity?
Well, they're kind of being used at the moment, and I look over and say,
Hey, he's got a monopoly on that situation.
I'd enjoy a chair too, to be fair. We're not so different. Except...
That's all I've been trying to say.
That was a joke.
Oh.
Except we're completely different.
Probably the only thing we have in common.
Do you really like chairs?
I enjoy sitting, yes. This arm is very heavy.
Give it up, and he puts his hand against the magic circle.
I give an air 5.
Oh, he seems like a nice guy, guys.
No, I'm not letting him out of there. I don't care if the kid hates me forever for messing up the other half of the contract, but as long as he's in there, for now, we're safe.
I mean, eventually I'll get out.
Can we seal him from that, like, now? Are we able to do that?
It's only one way to find out.
Any of you know the rites of sealing? No. I'm going to take a big no from you, Mr. Monkman. So that's 6 no's. I take it Big Red Boy doesn't know how to do it over there. Roettger just goes, nope.
I look to the priests. I have his name right
Zalier.
Zalier, yeah.
I told you already, we're healers. We're not demon sealers.
Well, didn't Jackson learn how to seal and unseal? Didn't he learn both?
Jackson, I taught exactly what he needed to know and nothing more. Jackson learned the runes of sealing, but he didn't learn the rites.
Phelan, any of those books you read have the rites of sealing by any chance? Or might have?
No.
Nah.
I don't think.
None of the ones you can remember by memory. Maybe if you took the time to go through each individual book, you could find something.
Can I run to the top of the stairs?
Sure.
I know its door's closed and everything. I'm just gonna knock. Andara, we have the situation mostly under control. Anyway, would you happen to know, not off the top of your head, of course, but any of the books you have, would they have the rites of sealing by any chance?
You hear a brief, muddled voice through the door go, "Oh, what are those?"
Is there any books you have with glyphs, knowledge, anything along those lines? If you could start reading through and try to find the rites of sealing.
Okay.
Invite Mariah to do so as well. If you find anything, knock a couple times on the door.
Mariah has not yet gotten back from her trip to town.
Yes, she has. She brought the...
Cool. I look over to Roettger. Since we have this time, could you get Jax out of here?
The doors are barricaded.
I'm sure if you knock and...
Yeah, sure.
Roettger, be careful when you're up there. The other girl from the church, something's not right.
Can I ask a question as a DM? How would your character know that?
Because I saw her come back. She came inside carrying a bag.
No, she was still outside.
So she never came inside with the bag? Oh, okay. Well then, never mind. I was under
I
the impression
apologize,
that she
no.
walked in with the
She
bag.
was scattering stuff around the outside. She heaved it up onto the steps.
I thought she heaved it into the door.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I can get him out. Come with me. He grabs the kid and takes a couple minutes for them to unlatch the door and everything. But he eventually pulls Raucus out, and they go, "Should we seal the door again?"
Well, if they're asking me, I would say yes, but I assume they're asking Raucus, or
I'm not there.
No, you were standing by the door.
I walked
yeah,
down. I asked her, and then I said, "Knock if you hear anything."
Oh, got you. Okay. There's no door at the top of the stairs.
There's
The
a
only
latch
door
or whatever,
is no. There's no latch. It's an open stairwell leading down. Then there's a door at the study. That's what's barricaded.
That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
But yeah, I would say seal the doors back up.
All right. And they close everything up. Raucus is pulled aside by Xanier.
Yay. No,
Yay.
I'm sorry. Jackson's pulled aside by Raucus.
I was gonna say, I'm not doing nothing.
Oh my God, it's downpour.
Wow, I
Oh,
hear it.
great.
Oh, no.
I get to bring my computer out in that
Oh,
later.
no.
At least you got a garbage bag. The garbage computer.
Oh no.
Well,
So, unless anyone has objections, is it time to duke it out?
Duke it out.
Duke it out.
I was just starting to like you guys.
Are we
Well-
sure this is even a good idea? I mean,
Don't make me kill you.
Regardless, we got about 50 minutes till he's out of there, whether we want him to be or not. We can talk, hang out for a little while longer, get to know him, but I don't think we're going
Look.
to see eye to eye on anything.
Look. Why? What is the problem? Demons and devils, and he gets very serious now. As apart from now, he's been aloof. But at this point, he kind of breaks down a little bit and gets very serious. He says, "Demons and devils walk among you every day. They are a part of life. Yes, we make deals with people. Stupid people. Greedy people. People who deserve the punishment that they get. Why are you so intent on stopping us? Every stupid person that we eliminate, every dumb, greedy bastard that comes around asking for someone else to die or them to get rich, why do you care if they're gone? We don't feed on the good. This young boy right here helped me out of a bind, and I'm going to go to the depths of hell, to where they hate me the most, and pull his father from the fire and ember stones in order to reunite them. I'm not such a bad guy.
and then where do you go after that? I mean,
I walk the land. I make more deals with more dumb people, like the idiot who gave me this meat suit.
yeah, he's a pretty stupid one.
Really wish I got to shoot him in the face.
The way it's looking, you're gonna get to anyway. Although, it's not going to matter.
People make mistakes, and you take advantage of them.
Hell, I mean,
That has a ring of truthiness to it.
yes.
I'm not gonna deny that I get something out of it, sure. But look, I've got a long logbook to collect, and I'm 6 years behind. I have, and he pulls out, you see him hold out his hand, and a small black notebook appears in his hand. And he starts rifling through it. He goes, I have 672 souls to collect before I can return to the 9 hells in service of Mammon. 672. Do you know how long that's going to take me?
Like 2 years.
Much, much longer than that.
If you do one a day, it'll be like 2 years.
If I do one a day. It's hard to find someone that stupid once a day.
Well, do you already have the contract, so you have to? You're backlogged.
I'm
You're not-
backlogged.
you're
I
not
need
overdue.
more souls.
Gotcha.
I've collected 328. 328 greedy people who wanted, before you go writing their obituaries and crying over spilled milk, he goes back, 172 counts of murder, 42 people just wanted money. An inordinate sum of money. No listing of money. Just money. That's what they wanted. Money. They were willing to sell their soul for it. These are the type of people I eliminate from this world. And yet, I tend to leave good people alone because good people don't sell their soul for money. Nondescript amounts of money.
Is rob people of the ability to change. That's what you do.
A paladin and a druid? Really?
Mr. Devil who likes to talk a lot.
The paladin's the one who's just.
The more you talk, the more I know I have to keep you in there. The more I know I need to stop you. Because you say there's all these people that need help. That's all I'm hearing. There's people that I need to get to. And frankly, I don't have time to waste here. I don't have time to waste this bullshit that you're sprouting, saying that there's all these people that are hurting inside that need some guidance. And frankly, I need to get to these people so I can save them so the same thing doesn't happen to Rolf happen to them.
Cracks his neck.
Yeah, you
side
actually
to
nice.
side.
That was
Yeah, that was a really good effect.
You were holding on to
You're
that
really
one.
good.
Do you have a soundboard?
Cracks his neck from side to side, and you notice his demeanor change entirely. He's gone from pleading and cocky to now just focused. And as he leans in close to the edge of the barrier, you see actually an invisible barrier press up against his nose and he looks directly at you. And he says, "That's the way it's got to be. Lower this barrier." And as he moves back, you see the nose ring he has sort of grow and conform to a golden helmet on top of his head. His size grows larger.
We're with you, Jen.
The 4 rings on his hands form into a golden flail, 3-headed, that starts swinging as he holds it. His body is now covered, instead of the tattered guard uniform that he had, it is now a gold-studded vestment. He looks like a knight made entirely of gold. But beneath the eye sockets, where there would be black, there are 2 fiery, burning glimmers of green energy that just seem to be stagnant and staring out directly at you. He takes a step back, readies his flail, and says, "Do what you will do."
I look over. What do you say, Celine 7?
This is where we separate the men from the boys, the weak from the strong, and the awkwardly feminine from the possibly Canadian. We needed a dodgeball quote.
At this, he holds up his hand, and the bracer he had unfurls into a large shield in front of him.
Just because I want to do it this way, I don't know if this is how you actually deactivate the circle, but on that, I give, after Darius's fantastic speech, a nod. I go like that,
I'm not
and
sure
I
if
press
I
the
said the
ground to
character.
deactivate.
Okay.
I cast protection from good and evil myself.
The shield, you see the magical barrier sort of crack and then shatter into glass, which falls into nothingness.
I saw it.
And the
Dust and fog.
The second that happens, I'm running and throwing a drop kick.
Okay.
On this day!
On this day!
I will let you take that as a surprise attack, or not a surprise attack, but a first attack before initiative begins. And then I need everybody to roll initiative. Jen's gone.
Bye,
No, she's just paused. She's good.
Oh, okay.
She's probably just rolling initiative.
All right, I'm gonna roll initiative first, if that's okay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Unless this is really high, and then it's gonna. No, just kidding. Of course. Okay,
You said it.
I did.
Hey! Actually, I
I'll
hope
roll
you go
my
first.
attack with the.
I want you to get that fucking snipe out.
Okay.
Well, no, he's
Okay.
attacking before
That's
initiative,
good.
so
Yeah.
I don't get that bonus.
Oh,
We'll get to
damn.
take care of that.
That's
What?
true.
Because
I
you're going
forgot
before
that.
initiative, so he's going to take damage in combat. I don't
Oh,
get that
sorry.
bonus.
His armor is not
Gold?
plated
You're
chainmail.
doing
It
you,
is
I'm
gold,
not
Oh.
mad.
but it is actually, it's called coin mail. It's essentially
Interesting.
made of
That's pretty
golden
cool.
coins.
So it's coin scales.
Yeah, essentially.
Oh,
I'll say yeah.
Scale.
Oh my! You didn't hear that? We're patenting that.
As long
All
as
of you
can't steal
fuckos,
it.
patent pending.
That's a band.
Oh, this is gonna suck for you.
My attack is 24 with my drop kick.
24 definitely hits.
I
Call
was
this
really
guy
hoping
Murphy.
you didn't say
He's
not.
Throwing drop kicks.
Sorry.
So who wants to take bets on how long before making deals to get out of this?
Yeah, we
You
we
can.
should have made a deal to get out of all the deals.
Nope.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what Brian
I'll make a deal. I'm gonna make a deal right now. I offer.
Let me know when you're ready for the damage.
Makes sense.
You can go ahead and tell me. I take it your feet are non-magical.
Actually, at 5th level, his attacks.
No, sixth level.
Oh, 6th level, that you get the. Damn.
Rip.
What are your feet?
Nothing, I guess.
Just bludgeoning.
Well,
Just
it's
regular
gonna be
bludgeoning.
7 bludgeoning.
Okay.
I technically get extra attack. I don't know if I'm allowed to take both.
On
Area
this one,
surprise?
no, but you can
Okay.
take an extra attack action. Not attack action, but you have an extra like flurry of blows type attack on your turn.
Okay. Well, no, I just get extra attack. I mean, like I get 2 attacks for 1. I meant. So
Oh
on
no
my
no no
turn-
no
Yeah, on my turn I will.
Oh, no, you don't.
All right, so his initiative.
74.
Oh no.
He's a level 22.
It's just Dex mod, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 19. What are you guys at?
21.
So Dyrus and Xanier both go first.
I'll let Xanier go first.
Are you
Okay.
standing next to him?
Who's lower? Who's
Oh,
next
yeah,
lowest?
sorry.
15.
Okay, 19.
Yay.
15. Anybody higher than 15? No? Alright. Lower than 15.
Oh, Phelan.
What do you have, Phelan?
Oh, thank God.
What?
16.
16.
16.
So just before me.
16. Do we have
You got
15? 15 going once? 16, 15, 14? Do we
You
have
go
15?
right after him.
7.
I am at 14.
Oh, so you go right after me.
Okay.
Yeah, 14 second to last. Holy shit.
I mean, we all rolled pretty good.
Pretty good initiatives.
Level
Alright.
4.
Someone had to. Holy shit.
It evens out.
The initiative order.
Dyrus and
You are
Xanier.
your number 4. Is Raucus in this or no?
Raucus in the initiative?
Raucus is out of the room. He left with Jackson.
Oh,
He
okay.
left with Jackson?
Yeah.
Shit.
Should have specified, but
Yeah,
too
it's
late.
alright. No,
Oh,
no, that's
what about,
better.
Zalier, I'm
Yeah.
rolling
Yeah,
for him
what
now.
about
Yeah, our boy.
this guy?
Thanos.
Do we just say our boy at
He's
the
our boy.
same
He's
time?
Sorry. Come.
Oh, oh man. He's low. He does not have a high dex.
Good. No, he should go. He should go later. That's fine.
Also, Burrow, cool interaction.
Yeah.
To not just jumping into the fight. That was pretty,
Yeah.
pretty
I
awesome.
missed a lot of it, but I will definitely watch it back.
No, you won't.
I will.
Uh,
No, you won't.
Xanier and Dyrus have the first go, and you share a turn. So, whoever would like to go
The
first, you're
tag
more than
team
welcome
duo.
to.
So is he technically flanked right now?
No.
No.
What's their ship name again?
Oh, there's a guy next to him, right? Is that how that works?
Your ship name.
Oh, we don't have one.
Was
Xanrus.
it Xanrus? That was it.
Dyser.
Ooh.
Dyer.
I like Xanrus.
Xanrus
is better.
Yeah, dire is just like a situation.
Yeah.
Like this
That
one,
would need a
for
man.
example.
Yeah, yeah, cool.
Or a wolf. Such as this one.
It's at
We're not at
5
full moon,
feet,
right?
so I don't get the
No reason.
advantage roll, but I
We're
do
in the
get the
basement.
advantage.
Yes,
I
because
get the
yes,
sneak
you
attack,
get a
I just don't
sneak
get the-
attack
I don't
because
get the
someone's next to him.
advantage, yes. Oh.
Well, you gotta hit first.
Yeah, hold on. It's okay. It's okay.
Wait, what am I gonna do?
It's Dex plus 8 plus 2.
Doesn't
is
matter,
10,
I'm
so that's
doing nothing.
15. I'm gonna assume that misses.
How do you have a plus 10?
Well, it's Dex, which is 5.
Right.
Then my proficiency is 3.
Right.
And then I have archery, which is 2.
Oh, right. Okay. So plus 10.
Yeah.
Damn. That is a large to hit at your level.
Yeah.
Um,
At any level. But that's kind of
actually-
only.
That's kind of how I built my guy. I'm
That's
sorry.
true. No,
that's
don't be
just how that
sorry.
character is.
I was just
Yeah.
curious. I thought you were
No.
adding proficiency twice.
No.
Okay. Yeah. No, that does not.
I
Hit.
figured it would not hit.
All right.
Oh.
So the first,
all that.
the first bullet, you line up the shot and dead center right in the eyes, and then
Yeah,
just as you take the
We'll
shot,
blame Garrett because he's standing like kind of in the way. So
just as you take the shot, he moves his head to the side. The bullet just whizzes past.
you're good.
Dyrus, you're up.
Oh, bonus action reload.
Okay. Reload regular bullet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste the channel, so I'm not sure what to do yet.
I'm going to take the sword out and just take one slash first, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Also not magical, so I don't even know if this is doing damage or not. But here we go. Nope, that's it's 11 to hit.
Does not hit.
All right, it's fine.
Classic
And then
sword.
I'm gonna eat my second attack. So I swing and miss with the sword. I'm just gonna try to throw like an uppercut with the left hand.
Okay.
Those are the messages.
Natural 19. There we go. So that's a 24, 25 to hit.
That hit naturally.
Yeah, good. Okay. That is 5 bludgeoning damage. So 0 if I have to guess.
No. He takes it.
Okay.
You hit.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to spend a key point to dodge.
Okay. And you
This
said it
is
was
what
5?
I do.
So.
Yeah. 5, yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Now.
This is the. I'm sure it's fine. It's fine.
We're gonna get fucked. I'm
Part
sorry.
where he just teleports away from all of us.
This
and
is where
fight
the
over.
fun begins.
Oh yeah, fun.
I am just really excited to lose.
So
this
he is
character.
going to use his bonus action first.
Okay. Interesting.
This is called Betrayal of Riches.
Oh, sure.
Who's wearing jewelry?
I am not.
Technically a necklace.
Necklace, amulet, locket,
Oh yeah, I have that locket thing. Yeah.
any sort of jewelry?
Nah.
Okay.
She has
Well, you have a whole
Ring?
symbol,
ring,
don't you?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's not.
mage
I wouldn't
hand
be
ring.
wearing it as like a necklace or anything. Just like my holy symbol.
I would
Okay.
say holy- I would say holy symbol
So
is
everybody who is
Yeah.
wearing jewelry,
Not me.
what? Yes or no?
No.
So you three, then I need you all to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh, no.
Is it gonna like
Just
choke them?
never wear jewelry gives you
Oh
life.
god, that would be nuts.
Ranger.
probably not enough.
Definitely.
Oh,
not.
definitely not.
No!
Hold on.
13 for me.
13.
It's a 7 throw. Here.
Who's gonna die tonight?
22.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
So you see,
Me too.
Phelan, you see this happen to both Dyrus and Arik. The necklaces that are around your neck,
Oh no.
they seem to constrict,
Yeah.
twist, and pull. The metallic items that you're wearing around your neck, the gold and silver, you see barbs and spines coming out and sort of latching into your neck as it chokes you. Considering you are both wearing neck items, you are stunned for this round, or until the end of your next turn, rather. And you both take, wow, 21 piercing damage.
Oh, good.
So.
And Jen, you take half of that, so you would take 10. But you see, as this happens, they are stunned. As this happens, your ring starts to do the same thing around your finger. It starts to constrict, almost like it's too tight. It's going to tear your finger off. And just at the last second, you kind of pull it off and hold it in the palm of your other hand and save yourself from not being able to hold on to any items for the rest of the fight. That is
Fun bonus action.
That's, well, it's a recharge. So
Oh, no,
I have to
no,
roll.
just trolling.
I have to roll 2 6s to get that back.
Just remembering that,
And
that was
I
not
just
even
rolled
his,
2 6s.
that was not even his action.
And then he is going to use his regular action.
Oh, good.
He is going to strike twice with his flail against the closest person to
He
him.
crits. I'm stunned.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
So
That's
I'm
right.
dead.
No, it's not a lot of damage.
I'm dead.
You're dead? How much damage did you just take?
21.
Well, I don't even have to roll.
He has, I think, 2 more HP than I do.
Oh no.
One guy who's gonna be tough.
Oh, that was close.
So it's only 12 damage.
Okay.
Wow.
What's the second attack?
No, that's it.
Oh, okay.
He only has one. If he uses Betrayal of Riches, he uses that in place of his secondary attack. His secondary attack is a bonus action for him. Not down. See, I told you.
If you had to describe the HP in a scale of 1 to like 30.
Wait, I thought you
I'm
didn't want
stunned
to know.
and can't move, so I
What's
can't
up?
describe anything.
I thought Christian didn't want to know HP numbers.
I know. D&D meme.
At this point, he's going to move
Scale of
away.
1 to like 64. How much health would you have?
Actually, he's going to back up this way.
Oh.
Come over to you.
No.
And he's going to wait, swinging his flail in front
I'm
of him.
stunned.
I
I
know.
don't even see anything.
I know. But he can't make another attack
I
action
know.
until he uses his legendary action, which he's not going to do right now. Phelan, you're up.
Trolling us.
Okay, can you show me the battle map really quick so I can see where everyone is?
Yes.
We're fucked.
Can you point
So-
to the bad guy?
This is bad guy.
Wait, I can't see it. I see. Yep. Okay, keep going. Alright, that's bad guy. Who's that next one?
Bad guy.
That's
Arik. Here's you.
You're over
How
right there.
far away is Garrett and the other
Garrett's right here. He is within 4 squares of bad guy. You are within 5 squares of bad guy. 4 squares of movement to hit him.
Okay. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I have, Milton's jar, hold on. No, it's Milton's horse. I just want,
The bees?
Bees?
I'm worried about killing a ring.
Oh god. It's a fair concern.
I'm behind
I
desk.
can't say anything. I'm stunned.
I mean, even if you could say something.
Is there a corner of the room over there?
Yes.
If I okay, so I want to cast something with a 60-foot radius. Who is that hitting?
60 foot?
60 foot would...
Fuck!
In order to hit him, you would hit everybody basically in the room.
Oh god.
Yeah.
The room is 60 feet.
She's pissed.
Well, I guess
1,
not
2, 3,
then.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Okay.
8.
Well, I'm gonna fucking release my jar of bees on it.
Oh god.
Milton's jar of bees!
I'm in 3/4 cover. Does that help me?
Release the bees!
Wait, is that the 60-foot radius thing?
No, that's something else. I really don't want to kill everyone.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
appreciate it.
Much appreciated.
Do you have...
Kill us
Does she
all.
have Horace's jar of bees on underneath?
My jar of bees thing is in my house, but you text messaged it to me.
That's
before.
yeah, I have it.
My mess-
I have it. So, utility items, jar of bees. 5-foot radius area filled with poisonous bees. Okay, so I have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Can't be that high.
He fails. So he is poisoned until the end of your next turn, which means he has disadvantage on attack rolls.
My guy's on immune to poison.
Good. Does that drop his
Oh,
jewelry thing?
good point, Rule.
Hold on 1 second. Sean just broke the game.
Wait, what?
Said, is he immune to poison, being a devil?
Damage immunities, fire and poison.
Oh my god.
So the bees fly around, stinging tirelessly at his armor to no avail. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have an effect.
Do you know if that action is a bonus or a bonus action?
That is a...
Attacks and missiles don't automatically critical.
Yes, they do when you're stunned.
They just have advantage.
Oh shit.
I've been crazily misinformed then.
I think it's when you paralyze it, they auto.
Yes.
I think the only time they auto crit is if you're damaged.
But stunned is the same thing as being down.
If it's incapacitated, there's a difference.
Oh,
Because
I'll go
when
by
you're
the
stunned,
book.
you're basically
The book
incapacitated.
sounds good.
It is a bonus action, so you still have an action available.
No, pass.
Alright.
I know one of them is.
A stunned creature is incapacitated.
Look at incapacitated. Page 1. Turn 1 page back.
Okay.
So the bees don't do anything?
The bees have no effect.
Incapacitated means you just can't take actions.
So, John is stunned, and who else is stunned?
Well, we've been
Dyrus.
playing it's an auto crit.
Dyrus and Eric are both stunned right now.
Okay, so this guy seems pretty dangerous.
That's the way we've been playing it the whole time, so.
Blow up the room?
I'm
thought it was
gonna
too much.
and
Stunning is the strongest thing you can do.
Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
you.
That's unfortunately up to you. If you run up to him, he seems pretty strong in hand-to-hand combat.
Read the last line of paralyzed.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can
Melee.
who got hurt again? It's Sean and Dyrus?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm
bit-
very
a
badly burned.
I'm so conflicted, I really don't want to kill anybody.
Please.
Do what your heart desires.
Do what Phelan would do.
I feel like my leg is broken. I'm going to try to stand up.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Arik.
Hey.
Yay.
Bonus action. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you can use an action. You can use a bonus action. You can use your action to take a bonus action.
Yes.
Because
That's
it's...
up to you.
yeah, in the way I'm thinking, It's downgrading. It's essentially I'm giving up my action to do a bonus action,
Yeah.
so I usually allow it in games.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much do you heal him for?
It says hit points equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability, so I gotta roll a d4.
Right.
Okay, a D4 and then add.
Plus
Three.
wisdom.
Plus 4?
Plus
I think is
wisdom.
your wisdom?
Whatever your wisdom modifier is.
Plus 4.
Okay, so roll a d4.
Yeah, okay, rolling a d4 is this
Keep
one.
rolling.
So 3 plus 4 is 7.
I'll take it.
It's plus HP. It's a good thing.
Yep.
So now.
That sucks up.
What's your stomach?
Sorry, I took so long.
No, you're good. So in the rulebook, apparently, stunned is incapacitated, which does not mean auto crit.
Right.
But we've been playing it my whole campaign, so I don't know if you want to carry it over. I'm fine with it because that's the way I thought it was.
It
supposed to
kind
work
of
anyway.
makes sense to me,
Yeah,
and it
if
kind
you're
of doesn't.
incapacitated, it's literally just sitting there letting you, letting the person murder you, like.
Yeah, stunned
Yeah,
is
it-
essentially I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, my face.
Right. Yeah.
So, I would say.
Oh my ass.
I would say, okay, how about this? It's not an auto crit. I still have to hit the person with my attack.
Right, and you have an
But
advantage on it.
if the attack hits, it's a crit.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
It's not like I just auto hit you, auto crit you.
Sure,
That's right.
I like that. I support it.
Do you get advantage?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much, but
It's-
there's still a chance.
There's a chance.
So you're
It's-
saying there's a chance.
So,
That I
Phelan,
Failing.
let's see.
Flesh wound. Flesh
Give me
A lot
1
of
second.
flesh.
I'm sorry.
wound.
In fact, most of my flesh is loaded.
That's good.
Yeah. Do I see bone?
Good God.
Is that your forearm just sticking out of the side?
Okay, I've been on
Yeah.
24 hours without throwing up. I'll let you keep that way.
Ah, sorry.
At the end of your turn, Phelan, I can use a legendary
Yeah,
action
no, I
at any
agree.
time throughout
I
the
agree.
fight, right?
Depends on what it is, but usually,
At any point.
You
Um,
can use it at any point.
yeah.
yeah, actually, he wouldn't use it right now. He wouldn't use
Unless
it.
it specifically says otherwise, but yeah, usually.
Okay. All right. So that's the end of Phelan's turn. Arik, you are stunned. At the end of your turn, your stun ends. The barbed chains of the amulet around your neck sort of relax. Tension loosens, and you can breathe again. Leon, your turn.
I step up. I put my hand on Arik's shoulder. I use a healing word. Is that it?
Yes.
Oh wait, not
Cure Wounds is the
Cure
tough
Wounds.
one.
Cure Wounds. That's
Yeah.
the one. Because I wanted the stronger one.
Yeah.
So you get a 12 HP back.
Damn right.
Oh, okay.
And then
I'm feeling better, guys.
I just point at Demon and say, "Be gone!" And
Wait a
what
minute.
seemingly comes from like the souls of like me and Arik from our bodies, like spirit guardians come out
Oh yeah.
and envelop a 15-foot radius around me. When
Such a good fucking
so
move.
at the start of his turn, or when he enters the radius, which is
now.
because I moved up to him.
Right.
He has to make a Wisdom save. He has to beat a DC of 14.
That's half damage if he doesn't save.
10.
10. All right, so he takes 3d8 radiant damage.
At the start of this turn.
No.
Well,
Now
also
and
also
then
during
at the
the
start of
space,
this turn.
because,
Oh.
Why do you think I used it all the time last game? Because it's fucking baller.
16 radiant damage.
16 radiant damage.
So the spirit guardians just sense him as pure evil, and they just dive at him.
Mm-hmm. And like
Protect us.
That is them protecting us.
sliding
They're
through,
not attacking
slicing,
us, so.
seemingly internally, the spirits seem to cut him up. Nice hit.
Cool. Dunzo.
And he's not forced to move.
No, he can do whatever he wants.
Okay.
But at the
alright.
start of his turn, he takes it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He will if he's still in that position.
Right.
Oh, he has to save.
Is
it,
that
right?
Yeah, so it's
actually
safe.
he
No.
wouldn't know. But either way,
sure he doesn't.
it's
We
going to
did
be
look
funny
last
for
time we
him to
played it.
find out whether or not that's concentration. He is going to use one of his legendary actions. How does
not
this
bad.
spell
Got a long
work?
fight.
We're all dead. That's how that spell works.
Oh,
you
and
have
his speed is halved while he's in the area.
Oh shit! Okay,
Yeah.
that's good to know.
Good shit.
Just realized
It's
that.
a fucking ball.
Sorry,
Yeah.
gonna look up a
It's
spell.
it's powerful also.
Yes, I
Third
know.
level. Oh man.
Okay, so
I
I'm
can't
going
set
to
it
need
each
you to make a Wisdom saving throw, please.
Ooh.
Wisdom
Leon.
save.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just him?
Mm-hmm.
Be wise, old person.
I
Yeah.
rolled a natural 18. Does that beat it right there?
It does.
Okay, cool.
I'll have to look it up. You only half die.
You felt a very, very odd sensation in your body, as if something very bad was about to happen to you, but it kind of fades.
Like,
and you
is
see
it a
this.
chill? Or
I'm sorry?
Is it like a chill feeling? Or?
No, it felt like your whole body was beginning to shift and transform into something else.
Oh,
And
no!
then it
No!
And then it just stops.
Like like a wolf? Kind
No,
of?
it did not feel like the wolf. It
Oh.
felt like you were getting smaller.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, I'll keep that in
I'd
mind.
love to be smaller right now.
Oh God, why?
Everybody
And he
panic.
just
you're
kind of,
hurting me.
and he just
You're
kind of,
really
Already
sticking
panicked.
alive.
he just kind of snarls at you, and when it fails.
That's just rude. I'm
Garrett.
Oh boy.
Fuck someone up. Yeah.
Dayer Del Arkansas.
What?
That's the
Shit.
yeah.
Oh,
Dayer Del Arkansas.
Wow, they're really going for
Kevin!
it. That's a stretch.
That was Kevin who said it.
Kevin's in the chat?
God damn it, Kevin!
Damn
why
it,
you in the chat?
chat, tell Kevin how fired he is.
I'll take
Scale of 1 to
that.
fired.
You're fired.
Yeah, let's do it.
Just kidding, Kevin. We love you. Good luck at your show, bud.
Good luck in your show. You're still fucking fired.
So 17 to hit on the first attack.
17 to hit on the first attack does hit.
All right.
Okay, so it's between a
So
15 and a
that
17.
is-
Because 15 does not hit.
Nope, nope. I'm sorry. He has his shield out. That does not hit. That just barely misses.
Yeah, no.
Nope, that's even worse.
I do apologize. That's my mistake. I forgot he brandished his shield. He could be wielding 2 weapons.
No, we'll stick with the shield.
I'm okay with
Okay. Monster 1. Oh, yeah, that's Zalier. Zalier holds his hand forward, and you notice a small circle of water seem to appear in his hand. And from it, the spectral image of a bottlenose dolphin appears and begins flying around the room. As it flies,
It's literally my first thought.
that. I can't wait for this thing to attack us.
Specto.
It did.
well, I don't
Almost
have
down
any.
to me in
I
one.
don't have any
I
dolphins,
mean what
but-
he's doing.
What
What
do
this
you-
guy's doing.
I don't have any dolphins, but this is going to be the healing spirit.
Oh.
And it's
Fiona, that makes
1,
sense.
2, 3. Passes through you. You feel this spirit come through the back of you. You see a bottlenose dolphin's form just
And
glide
your heart-
through
right
you.
through your
Your
chest.
heart is in its
One.
mouth.
1, 2, 3,
And that's the
4.
last
Better
one.
than on the floor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to stay right there. It flies through both Dyrus and Arik. Dyrus regains
2.
7 HP.
Holy
Nice.
Spirit is such a good spell.
Yeah, it is.
What is it?
Healing Spirit.
Oh.
And Rubel, you get 5.
Is it more than
HP.
2?
5 HP.
I think 5 is one of
Back to max.
Woo!
Same. Max from level 3.
Oh.
them. Oh.
Dyrus,
Same?
it is at this point that your stun comes to an end, finally. You can breathe again. He's back.
But I choose not to.
Xanier, you're
Okay, do I have advantage on this fucko now?
up.
I'm not
Yeah,
stunned, so yes.
he's being flanked.
I mean, I was there, so you know,
Yeah, I
so
know.
it's not-
Well, he's
Well,
gonna
I'm
attempt to
incapacitated,
shit as
so
well.
I'm not flanking.
I'm going to attempt to shoot him. Are you fucking kidding me?
2 almost crits.
Did you roll 2
Wow.
twos?
2 twos.
So,
I missed again. I can't shoot
Hey,
anything.
Xanier, don't fucking miss.
Oh, hey, cool.
Good
I can't wait for this to be a 1.
Wait, you're inspiring hit? Wow. what a
Oh,
moment.
okay, that's much better. That's a 29.
29 hits.
Alright,
29 hits.
so I get...
Dyrus is not messing around giving Xanier his
No.
inspiration.
Right, I get 1 of 2 of these bad boys, and a D10, which is... Which one's D10? This one? This one's D10. Yeah. Okay.
Can I have the book real quick?
Oh yeah, I get my dex added to this, and my proficiency. Oh my god! Ow, I roll like shit. That's a 10, and an 11, and a 16, plus a 3 is 19. Regular, whatever the fuck shooting damage is. Here's that.
See, I'm still really upset.
Okay, he's. I mean, you've definitely done damage to him.
I don't like this.
He's not at full health.
I don't like this at all.
We haven't done that much damage to him.
No.
Unless Radiant does double.
Yeah.
Which, in theory...
So.
I know. I know.
Leon did the most damage in the strike still.
Is that it?
Oh, bonus reload.
Okay. So,
You guys are close
in
enough
this
to the
position, he is going to move.
Half speed. Wait, is his turn?
Oh yeah, and he takes damage.
Oh, well, wisdom save.
Yes.
You can make a opportunity attack if you so choose.
He also has to make a wisdom save
Yeah,
against
He also has to make a wisdom
his
save.
You take either full damage or half damage.
Yeah, because he's still within the 15 feet of the start of his turn.
Thank you.
Such a good spell.
Oh yeah, 22.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so half damage. He takes 14 damage. Or
Actually, I'm
so
not
7
going to
damage.
take the opportunity attack.
7 damage. Half.
So, this is 0 is 10, right?
0 is 10.
0 is 10, okay. Just
I will not take the
Just need to look up something real quick. Give me 1 second.
Okay. So this is
You don't. He's next to you.
50 damage or 100
So I can
damage?
keep my reaction.
That counterspell already?
Oh no! What? I'm not counterspell. What are you
He has
crazy?
to learn stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what you have. I'm just guessing.
You know the 6 spells that I used for the past 12 episodes?
No.
I have all of those plus invisibility.
You know the spells I've been using? Nope. Well, yeah.
So it was here, right? And it's
I know.
15-foot radius?
It follows me actually.
There.
No, it's around
Yeah,
him.
it's like a zone around me.
Yeah, so it's 15
Garrett,
feet
you can
from
take
him.
an opportunity attack as I move if you'd like to.
No, hold on to it.
Okay. As he gets to this position, he turns to the 3 of you, holds out his hand,
Oh god.
and you see 3 scalding blasts of fire emanate from his fists. And 1 each arcs towards each of you. 1 towards Garrett, 1 towards Arik, 1 towards Leon.
It's an attack.
Yes, this is Scorching Ray.
He has disadvantage against me.
Okay.
Can I do anything?
You're up next.
You're up next.
Damn it.
Unless she has a reaction.
And you are, just to let you know, you are the
Unless
green.
unless you for some reason as a druid have counterspell.
No.
No.
I do.
What?
You do?
I do. I have a reaction to that.
Oh.
Does that count?
What reaction do you have?
Thank you for pointing me out very well. Can I create or destroy water?
No, not as a reaction.
First time playing D&D.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
You also don't have the
Okay,
things in front
that's
of you.
Create or Destroy Water is more an out-of-combat utility spell. It has some uses inside of combat, but in this situation, it wouldn't really help all that much.
Christian, can you point to her?
Okay. Thank you.
So disadvantage
And then-
against you.
And then that's the
What
the
is-
green one's you. The bad guy is to the left of Dyrus, which is the orange figure.
What is his spell attack bonus? Okay, so there we go. Oh my God! You need to look.
Oh.
Ah!
Did you roll 3 dice at once?
I rolled with disadvantage on you, and I crit on both of them.
Is that triple?
Every time, without fail.
That's insane. That's insane.
Every time.
That's actual.
It's not that much damage.
2 20s though, and there's a third
10
20
fire
just sitting
damage.
there. But oh, that's a letdown. That should be 40.
And then one spell attack on you. That's 21.
Oh, and me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then
How do I maintain concentration?
so it's half the roll.
Half
You
the
have
damage.
half the damage.
Or 10.
10.
Or
Whichever's
10.
higher.
Okay.
It's a Constitution
There
save.
has not been
I
a
rolled a
single.
15.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're fine.
Yeah.
There has not been a
Hopefully
single
fine.
combat
What's the
that I have
damage?
not gotten crit on.
The damage for
Actually
you.
impressive.
Wait, yeah, the damage for you is 7 fire damage.
Okay.
And Arik, that's a 15.
Miss.
Wow. Wow. Look at
Hey!
Are you whistling
Mage
already?
armor. No.
Oh.
I haven't even had a turn yet.
Mage armor.
That's just my mage armor from
Yeah.
before.
Well, you're up soon.
I know.
Okay.
Start whistling.
And then he's
I
going to attempt
Give me another +2.
to recharge Betrayal of Riches. He does not.
That's good.
You probably shouldn't tell us, but okay.
Yeah, it's either way.
That's fine.
I mean, it's not a big
Phelan,
deal
you're up.
about it.
You're up.
call lightning on this guy. I
Yeah.
know it's gonna hit everything here.
No, it only hits the one person.
No, yeah.
I think it's a 5-foot radius.
What is she doing?
Call
Call
lightning.
lightning.
I thought 60-foot radius.
Call lightning?
No, that's okay. So that's the clouds form in a 60-foot radius, and you can strike any one creature in that 60-foot radius.
Well, it's gonna be fucking cloudy in here.
That was great.
Well, it's raining outside, so.
Damn, it's coming down.
Come down in your pants.
No, it's
It's
okay.
okay.
You're good. You're good.
Nobody heard that.
All right.
Kill everything.
So what is it? Is it a Constitution save or
Reaction.
Hold on. I will tell you one second.
Dex save?
Dice roller.
Yeah, he's actually in a perfect position for this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're just used to Tom right now.
It is, ready, listen up, folks. Storm cloud appears.
Woo!
Dun dun. That is 10 feet tall with 60-foot radius, centered on a point you can see. The spell fails if you can't see a point in the air, or it could be a bear. When you cast a spell, choose a point you can see within range. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw.
Which is
A creature
nobody.
takes 3 d10 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
So I will make a dexterity save.
What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is, hold on, I wrote it down somewhere. The fuck is it?
It'll be 15 or 14 most likely.
Oh, 22.
Here it is, 15.
15.
Alright.
Dex save.
Dex save on 15.
You can roll your 3d10 now, because either way he takes half damage if he even if he
Nope.
passes. No?
No, that's a 5.
Woo! Come on, roll 3
Fuck
tens.
him up.
3d10.
Fuck him up.
3 tens, easy peasy. Let's go.
Pee on him, Jen.
No.
I don't.
Probably wouldn't help the situation.
I think he's immune to it.
Yeah, I think lightning's much
Well,
more
he's
effective.
a fire guy, so you pee on him, pee out the fire.
Right, 3d10.
14.
Nice.
14 lightning.
Which,
14 lightning damage. Okay.
With what did you say?
does it, that's it.
Okay.
Do it more damage. He's wearing
No.
metal armor.
No, it does not. But it does full damage to him. It's not negated by the fact that your attack's not magical, so it does good damage.
Cool.
Oh, cool. If you're not.
Arik.
If it makes you feel better, you did about 4 times what I've done so far.
That's pretty cool. It makes
And that's being nice to me.
For
Yep.
free.
Alright, I start my song. My
Yeah.
song of
Awesome.
dancing and sword fighting.
We're all seeing that together, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I better be.
And
You all better be having.
just, I'm gonna go. I believe it's melee.
I don't have hair, but it'll work.
It's fine. It still works. I support it.
I am going to run up to him, and I'm going to
Punch me in the dick.
Melee wizard!
melee wizard it is. I'm just going off of the lightning part, and I'm going to shocking grasp.
Shocking grasp. Okay, go ahead.
It's a melee spell attack.
Lightning themed.
Maybe.
I'm gonna punch with lightning fist later.
It's a 23
Yeah.
That hits.
versus his AC.
Maybe
at
next
fifth
level.
It is 2d8 lightning damage.
If we survive, I hope we get to level
So it
6
is
after this.
6 lightning damage.
Yeah!
6.
Woo!
And it can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Get wrecked.
Oh!
Gotcha. Okay.
That's big.
That actually is pretty big. I
Leon.
didn't realize how strong
Alright.
that was.
So, I move back over here.
I have to make a wisdom save again?
Yep.
Nope.
He takes 17 damage.
17 damage.
Radiant damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, he
Then
does.
I'm going to use Guiding Bolt.
Yeah. That's a good one. I love that ball.
Hey, he's in the 2s.
Hey, what? 200s?
Yeah.
Probably. It could even be the 2000s.
I'm trolling you.
Yeah, that's fine.
But he might not
What
be.
are we talking about?
There might just be a 2 in
It might
his
just
HP
be
somewhere.
There's a 2
unkillable.
somewhere.
It could
Unless
be
it's like
182.
Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
70000.
Isn't that a ranged attack?
Yeah.
Oh, you are ranged.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't see the square
Yeah.
between you two.
Calculated. Oh, wait.
Calculator?
Well, I guess I'll just
That
do
shows one.
Fuck United.
15 attack?
15 to hit does not hit.
Does not hit. Alright, so Guiding Bolt whizzes by.
Okay.
Then I'm just going to use, as my bonus action, Healing Word, or whatever the D4 one.
Healing word.
Healing
Healing
word.
word.
The bonus action one.
What's the word?
Oh no, wait, you're a cleric. You can use them both as bonus actions. That's right.
What's the word?
Oh wait, I can?
You can, yeah. If you're touching someone.
Oh shit. Okay, then
I think as a cleric you can.
Just use
no, I think that's only life cleric.
Okay.
Oh, it might only be
then
life
2d4.
It doesn't matter.
I'll just do second level.
Yeah.
Do it. Oh, max.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's 8 plus
Oh,
your
14.
wisdom.
14.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Hell yeah.
14 HP back. Done.
Okay.
What's your wisdom?
Yep.
Your wisdom's +6.
Garrett.
Wait, no, it's not.
Oh.
Alright,
It's
well,
not my spell.
No.
seeing
Oh,
that
that's
lightning
just your
bolt
wisdom.
come down,
12 then. Yeah.
I'm gonna run
12
up
total.
over here, so I can have some nice advantage on him.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my first strike. Ooh. That's a 13.
There you go.
That's better. That's a 22.
Hits.
Alright. And I am going to drop some divine smite on him.
Okay. Do me a favor. Separate the divine smite damage from the sword's damage.
You got it. So I'll just roll divine. I'll roll smite damage first.
Okay.
4.
Was that a hiccup?
No, I made a noise.
Oh.
How much was divine smite? I'm sorry. 4.
Force. And then 10 slashing
Okay.
for my blade.
Gotcha.
Is the bleed effect going to take a turn or should I not worry about it?
The bleed effect will take turn.
Finally!
The bleed effect will take turn. He does. This creature does bleed.
Cool. And then I will just take an extra 5 feet away. Since he can't take reactions,
Gotcha.
he's stunned from the shocking grasp.
Is anybody hurting?
Not anymore.
Darius? Okay. You? Okay, so the healing spirit is going to come around.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3.
I was like, oh god, what's about to happen?
Well,
I
he
got
can
nervous for a minute too.
He can smell pain, so he's gonna.
He doesn't need to smell that hard.
You regain 8, you regain 4.
Cool.
Can we switch up?
No.
Switch up?
No, I want the 8.
At the end of the round, he is going to use legendary action. He is going.
Almighty push.
The almighty
Planetary devastation.
Oh no!
Pretty cool move.
The world will go pain.
My turn goes really well.
You'll do
If it
these
goes well.
6 damage.
No.
No?
Fuck the damage. I can do something really good.
Really?
Potentially.
Do it.
But first I have to hit with my sword, so we know that's not gonna happen. We can just roll that out right away.
Oh no.
God damn
You
it.
missed with your guiding bolt, right?
Oh, double.
Was that the
I
next
can
round
still have
advantage?
good
yeah,
ass
but I can
attack.
still have him flanked either way.
True.
Double advantage is good.
You're out.
No, he's just going to use his legendary action to take a strike. He is going to strike against Arik, since Arik is the closest.
Bring it!
Okay.
Oh my god!
Eric's
no coming right there.
Okay, so that is. So I'm going to tell you the total first, but I need you to do me a favor.
Huh.
I need you to tell me your base AC.
My base AC?
No bonus from any. I'm sorry. You gain a bonus from your blade singing, but mage armor does not affect this.
So then 16.
Okay. Total is I should have rolled it first. I'm gonna re-roll it. It was 17, but
Can I use? I would. Either way, you can keep the 17. I would still try to use shield.
Okay. Yeah, you can use shield.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use shield. So shield brings your AC up to 21 with that.
Yes.
Okay. So he goes to swing his mace at you. You notice that it seems to pass directly through your mage armor. And right at the last second.
Mage armor's on me, so if I cast shield and it hits the shield.
Shield kind of bursts
let it
out
happen.
from you.
Yeah.
It seems to just, like, the head of the flail just seems to skate in around your mage armor. It's very odd. But the shield deflects the thing from hitting you. That was a legendary action at the end of your turn. Dyrus and Xanier.
I'm gonna jump in.
Go for it.
I'm
Do what you
gonna
gotta do.
step this way. I'm gonna have my sword kind of like skating against the ground. I'm just gonna fucking slide it, try to go up like towards his face.
Okay.
Stepping right in front of you.
Gang around him.
Okay.
Fight him.
Gang feasts.
Yeah. Did you hear
I'm
what
on
you
the other side.
Do it!
Hit
Do
better.
it! I'm trying real
Just
fucking hard
do
to hit.
it!
Eric, fight!
Okay,
Oh
hold on.
man.
Wow.
Oh,
Is that flat?
come on.
I picked it up before it finished rolling, but it was basically done rolling. Nah, I failed.
Damn.
Would have been cool.
Just as you swing
But
your
I do
blade,
get 2 strikes.
as you swing your blade up at the last second, you're about to connect with this vicious-looking strike, and he just turns at the last second, parries it away with his shield.
And as he parries away with the shield, I come up with the sword and I try to come down with it.
Okay.
That's a natural 19. That's fine. I'll take the 19. So it's a 25 to hit.
Hits.
Roll that one first.
I tried. 4 bludgeoning damage.
Those dice suck.
But
Can you
Is this
retire
all
this?
part of your plan?
yes,
Okay.
I spend a key point to try to do a stunning strike.
Okay.
Oh.
He needs to make a Constitution save.
Send it
Gotcha.
back.
What's your DC? You have your DC.
I'll roll this. You may look if you would so choose.
I trust it. 15 is my DC.
It's a 14, and he's definitely got more than a +1.
He has a -2. Okay.
+3, 17. So you rear back and just cock him again, right where you hit.
Oh shit, the sword. I'm sorry. That's not 4 damage because I used the sword. I'm sorry. It was way more than that. Hopefully.
5 damage.
9 slashing damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
There's a
sorry.
total of 9.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I don't do a lot of damage. That's not my bag.
But you're fast.
That's what I
I'm
did.
so fast. In this room, doesn't fucking matter.
Xanier.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking shoot him.
Okay.
Bold move.
There are a lot of targets around him.
Mostly my fault.
For this shot, I'm going to say you have disadvantage.
Okay.
When he's being flanked by this many people, it's a little bit rough.
Do you have sharpshooter?
If you have advantage currently, it would
Be-
negate it out and just
Yeah,
go
it'll just
straight
be a
roll.
regular. Yeah. That's
Right.
Yeah, do you have sharpshooter?
No, I didn't take sharpshooter.
2 people next to
Yeah.
him, good. 3 people next to him, you're shooting through a crowd.
That's fine. Hey,
I'm not sure if I only
I'm not
have
I'm just saying.
That makes perfect sense.
Sun strike, or if it's just
As
a
someone who
key
shoots
point.
real guns, that makes 100% perfect sense.
Until you have sharpshooter.
Yeah, 24.
Hits.
He can do it!
See, you didn't need
Head
it.
off.
The power to hit was inside you all along.
Huh.
There is
Why
no
did you tell it to
secret
my
ingredient.
dice?
Okay, this one's done. That'll be 11.
Using dice with bees?
Yeah, fuck you.
That's what the bee
11
box is for.
plus 5 is 16.
Okay. It's,
19,
yeah,
yeah.
it's just many key points.
16?
19.
19.
And then, you know what? I'm going for shits, I'm loading in a blue bullet.
Okay.
Ooh.
Blue.
Let me
His
mark
turn,
one of
he's
those
got to make another wisdom saving throw.
off. Where are you? Yes, he does.
Start
Yep.
of his turn.
More like Wisdom.
Got him.
You did it. Yeah, that's going to be a 18.
Alright. Half damage. So 6 total when it's half.
6 total when it's halved.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So
only
6.
scream. It's not
Got
someone
you.
dying. You know, because you're in a hostile
Yeah.
environment.
Get in ghouls.
Get out! Get out! Get the fuck out!
He is actually going to shift closer now.
Oh, let's touch your
And
beanbag.
his eyes
Oh, we
are
doing the
furious.
We doing the pre-fight UFC thing?
Kind of.
The nose
except,
touch?
Except he's swinging twice at you.
Oh. That's kind of a cheap shot. We're gonna fight tomorrow.
That's 22
Hit. Uh-oh. Don't break my concentration, sir.
and 24.
Alright, well you're breaking it probably pretty hard. Hold it.
Well, it's each one is separate.
All right.
Yes, so for the first attack, hold on.
wait.
Oh wait, I gotta see.
Yeah, we just find out what the damage is because it determines what the roll is.
Your dice need to know what they're rolling.
Is he about to mollywop me?
I think he is a mollywop.
He's about to mollywop
He
me.
mollywopped you
Did he
already.
mollywop me? He didn't mollywop me. He's like 5% of my health.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, wait, we're in a 60-foot room.
11 bludgeoning damage.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
Plus, what's your con modifier?
Oh,
it doesn't matter.
6.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, right.
It's a 10 or
Beat
higher.
10.
Yeah.
Or 5.
And then 15 bludgeoning
So
damage.
still 10 or higher.
Easy
12.
peasy.
Okay. Now make sure you take the damage though.
Nah, that's fine.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to.
So 22 damage?
Mm-hmm. You noticed something about his strikes when they laid into you.
They hurt.
Not only that, when the flails hit your chest,
Mm-hmm.
they hit your chest
They did not hit the plate.
Oh!
That hurt.
You are granted during this fight no AC from your unmagical armor.
The only thing I have an advantage in.
Wait.
From his magical armor?
From your, if your armor is not magical in this instance,
so shield of fate.
it ignores armor that is granted by mage armor, and it ignores armor that is granted by standard silver, iron, or steel armor that is not gold plated or gold inlaid.
Wait, so my normal armor doesn't work. Man.
Right.
Nope.
Oh, so I have like a 12 AC.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
boy.
what's your dex?
It's like 2.
So 12, yeah. Good call.
Nice.
But does he also get the shield bonus of 2?
15 AC!
Shield is wood, so yeah, it would.
Okay, so you have a 14.
My shield's wood?
I don't know.
I assume.
Actually,
I don't know.
not.
It might not be.
If your shield's metal, then no.
It's metal.
Oh, then no.
12.
Look at that thing. That's metal.
Then it's 12.
Yeah. It's,
Thanks, I know I worked hard on it.
You can and it's weird. The exterior of your armor is immaculate, not damaged in any way, but you can feel blood from the spikes in the mace sort of trickling down your chest, and you can't see his mouth.
So
but
your base is
you can
10
tell he's
plus
smiling.
dex? Oh, well, 15. It's not good, but...
The end of his turn. Phelan, you're up.
Me?
Yeah,
Yes.
you. Let's go Phelan, fuck him up.
can you point out stuff?
Alright, you're here. That's you.
Me?
This is fuckwad. This guy, right here.
There he is. Quad.
Yeah.
Not Farquad.
It's okay, I'll accept it.
What's in front? Oh, the glyph is in front
The
of me?
glyph is
Okay.
here, and then Leon is right in front of him.
Yikes. Okay, unfortunate for Leon. I'm gonna call lightning again.
Well, it's
Oh,
unfortunate for
that's
Leon,
unfortunate
Reek,
for
and Dyrus.
All three of your allies.
Oh.
Is 3 worth the life of 1?
Can you show me a top down?
Oh, that works.
Is that possible?
Guy, Leon, Reek, Dyrus.
Oh, she's got the color coding.
You can
Oh,
technically
she's trying.
target Leon and it'll only hit him and the bad guy if you. I'm not saying you should.
That's true, though.
I'm just letting you know.
I can take it.
I can take it.
I mean, it's a dex save.
Yeah, you know what? Hit a Reek.
Reek is probably more dexterous.
I mean, I'm pretty dexterous too,
They're just
I'm
fast.
the most
No, 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 no,
dexterous
no,
here.
no.
We all
but.
know.
Are you good?
I'm gonna. Oh, yeah, I'm good. Thank
Okay.
Ugh.
Don't shoot
Are you gonna do
Dyrus.
it anyway?
Yeah, I'm gonna call. Did the guy just whacked Leon, right?
Yeah.
Yep, twice.
All right, I'm gonna call lightning. But between, unfortunately, sorry, Arik, between Arik and the guy, so nobody but
Okay.
Arik and
Fair.
that
So
guy
it's-
should be hit.
Essentially targeting a reek so it hits.
So you're targeting me, so that it blasts 5 feet outward from me.
Yeah.
Good job.
That was the
No,
right
no.
answer.
I'm not mad.
No, he's being for real.
I'm being for real. I'm not mad.
That's
Yeah.
smart strategy.
It's the
Yes,
best
it actually
play.
is the best strategy you could have had.
Roll your damage.
Well, Bird is
Roll,
weak
dex
against
save.
electric, though.
Yeah.
What is it? A dex save?
Yeah.
Flying is weak to electric. I don't know if you
Yeah,
know this.
20.
Still have damage.
Basic Pokemon. Oh.
11.
Oh no.
Alright, so
Okay.
you
So-
take full.
So I take half damage, Arik takes full.
How much?
24.
24?
Of course you rolled really well on this one.
Now he's mad.
I'm still not mad.
I'm not mad, but I'm kind of upset.
I'm not mad because
Wow.
I'm only taking 12 damage.
That hit, though. Holy
Are you
crap.
absorbing elements?
Yes, I'm absorbing elements.
Nice.
Not killed.
Okay.
Down.
But pretty much. No, you're good.
No,
Don't worry about it.
Well, I failed.
I'm
You're good. You're
Keep
good.
enjoying one of my favorite cities to be in.
marking that down.
You like going to Mexico?
No.
That's where she is. What?
Can I use my bonus action for healing word?
Of course you can.
Nice person.
Shit.
I'm gonna heal Sean.
Thanks.
I wonder why.
I take it, I give it.
Take it and then give it.
So 1d4, 3 plus
Plus 4. So 7.
4, 7.
Hey.
Perfect.
So it took 5
I
damage.
took 5 damage.
Not bad.
That was a great combo you did there.
Oh, you absorbed Helen. Okay.
Yes.
And
Hell,
you got-
yes, I did.
And you got-
At 3rd level, actually.
Well,
Sure.
is that more damage or?
Huh? Do I absorb more damage?
Yeah. No, I'm saying do you deal more damage with the absorb at third level?
Enrique, you're up, I think.
Yeah, you're next.
Anything else?
Oh, I'm up?
Jen, anything else?
Yeah, no, I think that was everything.
No, but I'm sorry, guys. I kind of have to go.
No,
No,
okay.
it's fine.
It's
Sorry.
okay. That's the
It's-
best time for you to go out.
You've stuck in there while you're on vacation for a very long time. We appreciate it.
We'll just say she.
Enjoy the rest.
Go to Stanley Park.
Ryan is telling me we should stay. I should
No.
stay.
No, if you
No.
guys want to go, go.
I am forbidding you to stay.
Go enjoy fucking Vancouver.
Enjoy your vacation and stop being so nice all the goddamn time.
Go to Stanley Park and explore. Go see the totem poles. And go see the 9 o'clock gun. It's not that far.
What's she saying?
Say it again.
I'll stay. I'll stay.
What? Okay.
All right.
Oh man. All right. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's do this then. Let's go.
Enrique, let's go. Everyone have your turns ready to go.
I know what I'm doing. I'm doing the same thing the whole game.
I'm gonna step behind him and I'm gonna shocking hands him again.
Okay, go ahead. Roll the
Oh,
attack.
shocking grasp rather.
Fuck 'em up.
19.
19. That hits.
Alright, and since I absorbed elements at third level, I get an extra 3d6 lightning damage with this.
Yes.
So 2d8 and 3d6.
Holy
Can't wait till I do all my lightning damage.
Oh.
Okay. So it's 10, 19, 22 lightning damage.
Yeah.
Thank you for the power up.
She's giving you a thumbs up.
Supercharged.
Spirit bomb?
That was a supercharge, alright.
Awesome.
Yes.
High five. You make it.
And that's you not metagaming because you didn't know I could do that.
At that point,
Do that.
you see the chain armor that he is wearing, the coin mail, is now sizzling. Some of the coins that are even on this thing are starting to melt and merge together. He is in a bad spot,
Oh, that's a good.
and he realizes this.
That's good.
So he is going to attempt to use his last legendary action to use his once-a-day teleport.
Oh, it's puss.
Since it is a once-a-day teleport, everybody who is near him or in melee range with him, which is Dyrus,
Grab time.
Leon, and Eric,
We flying away.
all get to make opportunity attacks on him as he casts the spell.
Do we get advantage because he's not defending himself? He's casting a spell.
Only the two people who are flanking.
Fair enough.
Oh, me and Enrique.
You guys get.
What do you mean down?
I already used my reaction this turn.
Oh,
Absorb
man.
elements.
Oh yeah. So
Well,
it's down to you guys.
19 to hit.
Hits.
I'm gonna make this a stunning strike also.
Okay.
Use a key point.
You can?
Sure, why not?
No, I'm saying you
Melee
can.
attack,
Like,
yeah.
yes, you can. That's the time.
So I have a what?
Oh god.
Get the Constitution.
Well, first of all, 13 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Well, hold on. Let me see what Leon does to you first. Also.
20 damage. Sorry. 20
Okay.
attack roll.
That
20 to
hits.
hit.
No, I did the 20 damage.
13, you said?
13 slashing. Yeah.
Well, hold on. Is a grapple an opportunity attack?
Yes, but you know that teleport would end a grapple.
Right.
Oh,
Teleport is
okay.
one thing that specifically ends a
I
grapple.
mean,
Damn it.
technically, my action's ready.
5.
5 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
And
dead,
he has
right?
to make a Constitution saving throw. Be a 15. Otherwise, he is
I
stunned.
will roll this in the middle of the table.
Sure.
You know,
There is no. I have not fudged a single die roll tonight.
Hey, we were
You
good.
didn't even have to roll under the table.
I'm just. No. I know, but this is epic.
Hold on. What do you mean tonight?
Excellent point.
That was a good question. Yeah.
Constitution.
Constitution, what's the plus?
It's +3.
Plus 3. Okay, here we go.
oh, it's a
What?
17.
17
Oh,
plus 3.
Yeah, okay, so he's fine. He
20.
gets away.
Coward.
I can't
Which
shoot
means he's
him.
not stunned.
No, unfortunately.
Damn it.
He's not stunned.
And I don't know magic, so I don't know what he's doing.
And
Does
that
anyone have
is
an inspiration die to give him disadvantage?
all of
No.
the inspiration dies are taken.
Yep.
And so with that,
My only
you
question
see
is,
him complete the
Legendary actions
sigil.
aren't reactions, right?
No.
No.
You see him complete the sigil and signs with his hand for the somatic components.
Teleport is one action?
Teleport is one action.
I thought it was a minute.
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of like
Plus it's a legendary action one, so.
Teleport. You're thinking of
matter.
teleportation circle.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But teleport once per day. He can use this just to get himself out of a jam. And as he's leaving, the face of the helmet peels back into that singular nose ring, and you reveal a bloodied, beaten, black, sticky ichor kind of rolling down the sides of his mouth, but smiling face of the green-eyed Rolf as he disappears
Doesn't
from
he
your
have to
view.
roll for this? Because can it fail?
It absolutely can.
Oh, please fail.
Shit, you're absolutely
can
right.
fail?
It can fail.
Teleport
Oh,
can
yeah.
fail. Can fail.
I didn't know that.
Or it
He's-
can put him into the worst possible situation, like at the bottom of the ocean or something.
He is going to a place that is well known to him,
Okay.
so that means it's a pretty easy roll.
Right?
Oh, please fuck up.
But
Oh, shoot.
there's definitely a chance for it to fail. It's not a permanent circle. It's just something he is very familiar with. So,
10% chance to fail something like
no, unfortunately, that is a
That's pass.
21. He is gone. He is off target to his destination, but definitely not here anymore.
He's definitely better.
that. Coward.
As Rolf leaves. But you do notice as he leaves, he does not take the diadem.
Yay!
The Duardum save.
Fuck!
I just collapse
Keep it.
onto the ground. And by the way, during this, a lot of my wraps have come loose or torn because I went down to 1 hit point. So I'm assuming that fucked. And if you want to
Do
tell
you
them what they
mind?
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to unload my my blue bullet. I'm gonna unload that. No, I'm not shooting with it.
Oh, I thought you meant like unload.
No, I'm taking it out of the chamber unfired.
Put him out of his misery. But I'm gonna run over and heal you. I did not realize you were so hurt.
I'm fine now, but like I just collapsed onto my arms.
That one hit that when he got stunned,
Yeah.
he was taken out to one hit.
I'd also like to pick up the chair and slam it on the wall to try to break it.
Make an athletics check. As you run over to take a look at Dyrus, you can see that the wraps on his arms have come undone a bit, and there appear to be tattoos.
Bless you.
Tattoos or black markings. You can't really see from this distance, but they seem to run in a spiral pattern around going down his arm.
Do I recognize them as anything? Or-
What languages do you speak?
Not just common.
You do not recognize the language, although it does appear to be a language upon a little bit of a closer look.
I'll.
What race are you?
While I'm healing him,
I'm far away, so
I'll wrap the wraps back up over his arm.
Okay.
If it's Elvish, I know Elvish.
It's not.
Okay.
I rode over to you and cast Healing Word on you as well. I'm just not paying attention to anything else, but I'm just healing you.
I don't know if she would see it while he's wrapping it back up.
Possibly could.
It's a lot of writing.
Just the very ends of it.
Okay.
Just the very ends of
So
it.
you see just a little bit of probably
you see
closer
like
to my forearm.
the start of the weirdest looking tattoo you've ever seen.
Well, she might recognize. Well, she probably. Do you speak languages?
It's on Jasirian.
Ah.
So I don't know if any of you
It's
speak.
it's a Jasiran dialect of Elven, so you wouldn't really. You recognize base words, but not.
I'm not even close to seeing
exactly.
it anyway.
If you were to read it,
Yeah.
you would not be able to. It would sound like chair potato famine face.
Okay, hold on. There was definitely potato famine in there, though.
No, cool tattoo, bro.
What does mine say?
Dude! Oh, I rolled a 12 on that acrobatics check, by the way, to break the chair.
Athletics.
Athletics, whatever.
The back legs come off.
Okay.
Jen, what were you saying?
I'm fine with this.
I rolled a 4 and then plus 4, so you get 8 health back.
What
And
did
if
you give
anybody
me?
is low, the healing spirit can make rounds and top you off as well.
9 HP.
Back up.
How much HP did he have when he teleported?
When he teleported,
Like after the two
he was
attacks?
down to 17 hit points.
Oh.
But I hit him with
I
flat
could've-
damage.
I know.
If I had stunned him at any point, we could have taken him down.
Oh,
would've
God.
just-
Especially with I loaded the blue bullet. I mean, he was fire. Me thinking ice, I might do something, but...
And as
My
soon as
attack
he
wouldn't
starts,
have changed anything.
like, I realize that he's starting to wrap it back up. I like panically try to finish it for like kind of like
wrestles
push his
it out of
hands
your
off.
hand.
Yeah, very well.
And just
I'm
like finish
also
the wrap
really
and then
upset
just kind of
too
like
because
look
he
away.
was standing here, and I hit him with a 19. If he was here, it would have counted as a crit. If he was 5 feet back, it would have been a crit.
Why didn't you just go into the wall?
I'm literally up against the wall.
I know.
So.
You guys should be proud, though. That was not an easy fight. That
No.
guy had 3 legendary actions and a legendary resistance. That was a Berserk solo encounter that you guys handled very well. Down to absorbing elements from a friendly attack and using it to strengthen your own.
That was really clever.
Just to give you an idea of the type of creature you fought, he had 165 hit points maximum.
Okay.
Resistance to every attack that was not non-magical. He had resistance to poison, fire.
Immunity to poison.
Immunity to poison and fire. He had
Most devils.
1 per day teleport, 3 per day each. He could dominate person, polymorph, or scorching ray.
Oh, I was getting polymorph?
Yeah, you were going to turn into a little red mouse person.
That would have been funny.
Don't worry, I would have kicked it.
But yeah, this guy was no joke. And it's a good thing you never made a deal with him or accepted any gifts from him.
Why?
Because you would have had disadvantage on all attack rolls towards him.
Shit. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, Gilded Devils are fun. And that's
Fun isn't the word I was thinking.
But as you guys are collecting yourselves, Zalier kind of collapses down, sits down too. He's like, "That was terrifying. I've never seen a creature like that."
And while he's saying that, while I have the cover of his voice, I say to Leon, please don't say anything.
About what?
And I finish rapping and
You also just
I just stand up and
You hear me on the other side of the room just trying to break his chair.
God
Just like,
fucking damn it!
pretty much, yeah.
You fucking kidding me?
Fucking pussy bitch! And like just breaking shit. Fuck!
I'm gonna pick up the die now.
Okay.
also, Phelan, you probably heard me say that to Leon, by the way.
Oh.
When you pick up
Because
the,
you're sitting right there next to me.
when you pick up the diadem, make an Arcana check.
Oh
Okay.
no.
More
Oh
dice.
no.
Stop the dice.
Is anyone able to track teleports?
Oh my god, holy crap, that's
No.
terrible. It's 3 plus, I think, 3.
Who's this zooming?
I like your eyeball.
Yeah, 6. It's a total of 6. Oh, wait, is that I was my eyeball?
It was just a big shot of your eye. Even with that roll, you can tell that this is a magical item.
That's actually important.
I know, but it's so fun. It's like just the way you said it. It's like, you can tell? It's magical.
Magic. You know what? I'm going to bring it over. Darius on the ground, right?
I've stood up by now, but yeah.
I'm gonna bring it over to Arik.
Oh, I'm fine.
You're fine?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
good?
Oh, I'm good.
I'm gonna magic and point at the diadem.
Magic?
Magic.
So I'm gonna climb out of my little barricade and walk over to everybody, and I'm gonna take my hood off and just be like, "Sorry, I couldn't get it. Switch on." I had the shot, and I just couldn't get it off in time.
Hey, we're all still here. Let's get out of here. Let's get upstairs and let's make sure everyone else is okay.
I really just want to put a bullet in that smug fucking face of his.
I'm sure we'll get a chance.
Hope it's not too late when we do.
Give it our best shot.
All right.
On the way up. Oh,
Go-
sorry.
go-
On
no,
the way
go
up,
ahead.
I want to think, oh, sorry. I'm interrupting again.
Oh wait.
I wanna,
Oh wait, no.
God damn it! Let her speak.
Let us speak.
I want to thank Zalier for healing us and fighting with us.
Oh, not a problem. The spirit animal that comes to me is great help, and I know a little bit of your craft, and he shows a a pin that is old, but is reminiscent of old druidic circles that have not been active for a very long time. You can think that this man, who is now a priest, may at one point have been a druid.
I'm sorry.
Cool.
Are you druidic in nature, or have any connections besides your devotion to Soka?
I was, a time. I was a member of a druidic circle here in Hohenheim. Unfortunately, druidic magic and most all magic has gone out of favor here. The circle's no longer active, so I always worshipped Soka as a druid. I figure I can do so as a priest.
I see. Well, thank you again. Perhaps our paths will cross.
So be it. He turns and continues moving up the stairs. Unless you guys have anything else you want to desperately take care of tonight, I think that's where we're going to end it. It's getting pretty late here, at least. But thank you guys for joining us.
Maybe not in
You
Mexico.
guys didn't die to the devil.
No one even went down.
Not even to Georgia.
Damn it!
I
was a hair away.
Yeah.
Well, this devil's also looking for 627 souls to steal, so...
72.
72,
672 more.
So he's got to go down to Georgia a lot.
He has 328 in the book.
I'm not doing that.
1,000.
Down to Georgia, he was looking for 672.
1,000.
All I know is one is a very good number right now.
That's true.
It's also the
One is all you
luckiest
need.
One's all you need.
But thank you guys for joining us tonight. Thank you, for joining us on Twitch. Thank you for joining us through FaceTime, Jen.
Jen, thank you
on
for
vacation.
giving up a little bit of your vacation to play some D&D with us. Thank
Seriously, and thank you guys so much for being here, and we will see you next time on The Critical Miss.
Go to Stanley Park, Jen.